Well, it started. I had to scratch all the ice off my car this morning. That'll be it now. But Vanessa Feltz said on the radio it wasn't going to last. It was only here for a few days, and then it would be going away again. Right, before we start anything at all, anything whatsoever, you know Crazy Lorraine that messages in? It's her birthday today. This is me and her at Festival of Quilts. Look. Aww. Now, I can't tell you how old she is, but if you add the numbers together, it comes to 7. That's all I'm saying. So, happy birthday, Lorraine. I'm only doing that because I forgot to post your card. I suddenly got up this morning, the card's sitting next to my... I will post it sometime. Anyway, have a lovely day, Lorraine. She'll be watching. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Fabulous show lined up for you today. What's it called? Make It Monday. Let's have a look at today's menu. So, Make It Monday, we have got Jenniffer's... I wish they wouldn't do that. Never works, never does that with little Paul. Jenniffer's Festive makes at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I've got the under £15 selection. Brilliant for Christmas gifts and stocking fillers. 10 o'clock, Kitchen Essentials by Jenniffer. And then now 11 o'clock has changed a little bit. It's called Make It, Wear It. What I'm doing is I'm just taking you through the jerseys and the patterns that we had on with a band last week. And then I've got the brand new Tim Holtz. It was launched last week, but it's my turn to launch it. So I'm launching it again, pretending it's launching today. That's in that hour as well. So we want you to get in touch. And the best way to do that is go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You go to the main front page like this. Now, are we logged in today? Because we weren't logged in yesterday. Oh, no. Anyway, what you do is... you press on Watch Today's Show. You do have to log in. Because if you scroll down the page, you'll see a box, but it's not there, where it says Message to Studio. Log in or create an account to send your questions and comments to the live show. You can write as much as you want there, but what you do need to do is remember it's like a Twitter, so you can only do about 140 letters, so we lose half of the message, even though at your end it tells you it's all gone through. See where it says products from today's show? That was the items from yesterday's show. In a minute, they will all disappear. Excuse me. Oh, no, don't. My throat's back. I'm all right. In a minute, they will all disappear, and all of today's items, as we introduce them to you, will appear there. So then we just scroll back up the page. They've all gone. Look, they've all gone from yesterday. You see on the right-hand side there where it says log in to buy. Well, normally you'll see a picture of what we're actually selling at that time. What you need to do is click on it, put it in your basket. You can check out your basket as many times as you like. That's very good in the under £15 ad, because you can check out like 20 times if you want. You still only pay one post and packaging of £2.95 for the whole day. So please get in touch. Also, we love to see your photos and we love your longer messages. If you've got longer messages come through, email studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com. Right, I think I'm ready to start. We're going over to Jenniffer in a minute. But what I'm going to show you first of all is I'm going to show you panels for Christmas stockings and for advent calendars, so you can make them into stockings or advent calendars. Then Jenniffer is going to show you how you can make different things out of them. So let's start at the very beginning. So now, are these in the right order for you then, Hannah? Oh, no, I'll do it the other way, shall I, for you? I'll turn them over. Do that one first, then the blue. There we go. So, this is a panel to make an advent calendar. This is the one on blue. You get all the instructions, you get everything you need there. Everything. Obviously, it's just a panel. You don't get the wadding or the backing or anything. But a panel to create a really lovely advent calendar. £7.95. Then, I'll give that to Jay, actually. Thank you, Jay. Oh, sorry, Jay. I didn't do it on purpose. When Hayley was on floor, she threw something at me. I know. And then they kept seeing her in shot and everything. Hayley was in yesterday. I'll do this one this way. I'll do this one the wrong way up so you can sit, or this way up. So you see the pockets. These are the pockets that you're going to cut out. That's the background at the bottom. They're the pockets. They're all the instructions, you see, how to make the advent calendar. £7.95. That's the one on silver grey. Thank you, Jake. Then I've got... Now, hang on. I've got one of those. It's hanging on the wall over there. Who hung that up?
I didn't.
No, it wasn't Jenniffer. That was Jenniffer shouting out.
Change it.
Yeah, change it for me before we show it. Look at that, Jay. You've even got lines on the wall to follow. Right, green stocking. But you get the little heart with this one so you can make a love letter to Santa. No, not a love letter. Oh, not a love letter to Santa. That's her fault, because she was talking about love and everything a minute ago.
Who was?
You.
Not.
It's not a love letter. It's your wish list to Santa. Goes that? Yeah, in Hannah's life, it's the same thing, right? And this is one that Hayley made. This is the green one that Hayley made. It's nice, isn't it? Very traditional. Very traditional. Right, OK, thank you, Jane. Right, OK, next. Oh, now this is gorgeous. This is an advent calendar, but with a difference. You make lots and lots of little stockings, and you can hang them however you like that. That's the traditional one. Now, Hannah's mum has made this already for Hannah. $6.95, that panel. That's it. With that one, did she got that one or the novelty one? This one. Here it is. This is the traditional one. Well, there's 24, aren't there? 24. What we've done is we've put them on one washing line. We call this Little Paul's washing line. But you can put them... we had a lovely picture of there where somebody put them in 3s and 4s and got them going across the door like that and everything. So that's the traditional one. Thank you, Jane. Oh, and there's chocolates in all of that, Hannah's. I bet she'll have eaten them by the time... Oh, no, because she's coming to you for Christmas, isn't she? This is the parchment one. Excuse me. That's the parchment. Now, what it is you can either make one stocking and use both sides, so both sides has got pattern on it, or you can make 2 stockings, but you'll need to buy a backing or something to put the backing on there. £7.95. Thank you, Jay. Oh, hang on. What colour was that one? Parchment. Le parchment. Not the parchment in a pear tree, no, Michael. Then we've got the... Oh, hang on. I've got the same one twice. Hayley's pulled the wrong one out. That's the same one again. Right. Oh, OK. Right, OK. There is a red one as well, but we haven't got that today. Sorry, so Jay, take that one away. Right, next one is the bunting, which is up here. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. It's up there. There it is. Would have helped if you'd gone the right way round, Mike, saying Merry Christmas, rather than saying Eurorem. Where's Christmas? Hang on. Does it only say Merry on it? We only made the Merry one. And one job, John. Well, I thought if you went backwards, if I put this one upside down, it might... No, they're not upside down. Yeah, but the other ones are now upside down. Look. So it doesn't matter, it's multi-directional. But you can make bunting on silver, £7.95. That's the one that's on the wall behind me. What's your next one? Well, I've got more than you have. Little Paul's washing line novelty next. Well, no, he has, because the other day when I was making this one, he said, put it on, put it on, put it on. And then he came out wearing these. And they were too big for him. We had to pin them in. Yesterday, somebody called Kaylee messaged in saying, oh, I missed Hayley. Can we see Hayley? So we brought Hayley back on. Then she said, wouldn't it be nice if we could see everybody? And I went, Little Paul's here. Wave, Little Paul. I said, that's Little Paul. He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Then I said, well, of course, at Christmas... Everybody's making it on Christmas Day, because I'm here on Christmas Day, everybody's making a little video to say, Happy Christmas, like Little Paul went, oh, I'm not. Ginger Mike went, ooh, I'm not, someone could take place of me. That's this one. So we're going to do that. We're going to get people to stand in for Little Paul and for Ginger Mike. That's the Little Paul's washing line there. What's your next one? This one, novelty stocking, talking of the novelty stocking. You said that yesterday. You said, I'm here Christmas Day, but you'll have to get a stand in. That's what you said. On this one, you can make your stocking. You can make your baubles. The baubles on the wall behind me. You can make ribbon, and you can make tags, parcel tags. That's this one. Nice, isn't it, that one? Oh, is it? That's big enough for presents for Hannah, she says. Next. Yeah, advent calendar and latte. No, you've got these. You've got these. And have you not got that other one? I do apologise. Why has Hayley got them out then? And what about this one then? No? OK. I've only got these two then. I don't know why Hayley got them all out yesterday. That's the latte one. That's the one that's on the wall when we go over, above Jennifer's head when we go over. Now, I'll just show you the hearts as well. These are the hearts that come on there. What you do is you just quilt them slightly, and then where the quilting lines, you fold it, and it turns into like a little envelope that you then tie with a ribbon, and you put your wish list to Santa, or your love letter. Thank you. And then last but not least, these gorgeous ones. These are classy, aren't they? You might want to put a piece of jewellery in those for your lady loves. No. You can put something. What would you put in it for a boy then? A spanner. If you got Hannah's thinking what she could put in if she had a boyfriend. She'd put what's your new friend called? It's not a boyfriend. It's not a boyfriend. What was your friend called that came over for the weekend? Ross. But it's nothing romantic. It's just Hannah and Karen's new friend called Ross, who they've kind of adopted. Anyway. Look, you get 4 there, so you can make 2 stockings, or you can make 4 stockings, if you get a backing as well. They're lovely, aren't they? Lewis and Irene, Midnight Countryside Stockings, £5.95. And that's what they look like. Thank you, Jay. Right, after all that, is that everything? Let's go and see Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer, to keep you waiting. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Now,
for ages.
we haven't seen you. You've been busy promoting your book and you and everything around the country.
I've been like passing ships in the night.
Exactly. I'm a bigger ship. You're a little tug, and I'm a big cruise liner.
Tiny but mighty.
So rather than making an advent calendar, you decided to go off-piste a little bit.
I love going off-piste. Yes, so I thought I'd get my creative juices going and think, what could I do with these fabulous
We've got
fabrics?
a picture, I think, somewhere, haven't we? Oh, I know. Come on, Michael. You've got one job. Anyway, carry on talking. We'll find the picture. We'll find the picture.
So I thought I'd treat it as fabric, and what would I do with that? So the first thing that came to mind was my little advent cushion.
Oh, cushion first.
Yeah. So obviously you've got 25 days, haven't you?
Yes.
And you've also
24.
No, on the calendar.
25 on the calendar?
Yeah, it's 25.
You're not supposed to open on Christmas morning, are you?
Oh, yeah, extra special treat.
Oh, okay.
And then also you've got the appropriate windows, which you would be putting your pockets on normally. So you've got 25 of your backing, if you like, and 25 of your numbers.
Oh, right.
So this would be enough for 2 cushions. You can make 2 cushions out of that.
Oh, and you've patchworked it together.
I've patchworked it all together. So I'll walk you through that. And then I haven't stopped there because on the back I've used the Merry Christmas at the top.
Now, only one of your cushions could have that on, though, couldn't it?
Yeah, but then you could applique your reindeers on the other.
Yes, exactly.
So that was the first idea.
Or you could applique the instructions on the back.
Well, you could. Well, funny you mention that, because there's actually a bit of detail I want to point out.
Oh,
how cute is that?
Everybody loves salvages.
I love that.
This is the latte. This is the latte one. They're good because Lucy collects salvages and she cut one off yesterday. And I said, "Oh, you're not keeping that?" She went, "No, it's not got writing on." She only likes it when they've got writing on and things like that.
I quite like that little Christmas tree. I was thinking, how can I add that on later?
Yes.
But I thought that was really cute.
Oh no, but you could use that somewhere on your decoration as well.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then.
I really like that. Obviously, it's a half a metre for each panel, isn't it? So what you would do is cut off the bottom half.
You get 60 centimetres. The panel is 60 centimetres. Total panel.
Oh, it looks like
it's 60 centimetres by 112.
So you cut off the bottom, and that will contain all of your pockets, if you like, for your numbers, as well as the instructions. So the instructions are on the fabric, and then the top section here, as you can see, is your advent panel. Panel, basically.
Yes, yeah.
So you would back that if you wanted to. I would suggest putting a little bit of quilting in there, just wadding, sorry, just to give it a bit more body. And you would stick them on normally, but we're going to use it as fabric instead. So I'm actually going to cut these out. So I've already gone ahead and done my numbers, so I'm just going to cut out my other squares now.
Yes.
But yeah, I just thought...
So where are you cutting out?
So where the colour stops and then goes into what that kind of like the Christmas tree cream colour.
Yes.
I'm cutting that bit away.
Right.
Okay, so I do all of it.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go
do you want the iron out?
We might not need it.
Oh, okay. I'll wait then.
Wait it there. I'll just cut a couple out.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically just go in with either your scissors or your rotary cutter, whatever you're more comfortable using, and cut out your squares on both sections. So obviously normally you wouldn't be doing this.
No.
You'd be stitching into this with your pocket numbers, but I'm going to use the fabric instead.
Yeah, let me Jay, he's gone. You keep cutting.
Keep cutting.
Don't know what he's done with it. Hang on.
What's the after? What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the advent calendar that's already made so that I can show you what you should be doing and what you're doing too, but I can't find it.
It's on behind us, isn't it?
No, there was another one flat, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry, I understand. Okay, so you get the idea.
Yes. So is this all rubbish, or these little bits
All those
here?
little bits are rubbish.
Yeah.
I'll just do that last bit now.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you've got your squares, then you're ready to get going with your project. But before we get onto the cushion, which I think is the big one, I came up with another little idea. So obviously it's an advent calendar which is on a panel which you'd have to stick up on your wall. Well, you have a Christmas tree at home, don't you?
Yes.
And so I thought of doing little individual tree hangings.
Let's have a look at them hanging on the tree then. We've got a picture of them hanging on the tree there.
Ta-da!
Oh.
So your tree could become your advent calendar.
Right, where do the chocolates go?
So on the back of your little tags, there's the front.
Yeah.
Number 20. If I turn it around, I created a little pocket in the back.
Wow.
So you will need to get some extra fabric because obviously that's the front of the pocket. That would have been the advent calendar backing that I've cut into 2 squares.
Yes.
And then I've added an additional piece of fabric to create my pocket and then just added some ribbon.
Are we going to make that then?
Yeah, I'll make that now.
Okay, brilliant.
So that was my other little idea.
Fantastic. I love that idea.
That's cute, isn't it? It's
well,
nice
because we all love an advent calendar, but that makes it a little bit different, doesn't it? Because you don't need to just put them on the tree. You could hide them around the house. If you've got little kids, you know what I mean? You could, you've got to go and find number 14 and they've all got to go scurrying around.
Yeah, that's a fab idea. So I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then we'll talk about the
cushion.
The cushion later. Right. So see what I mean? I've got my number window, which would have been the pockets. That would have been original.
So you've cut those out the same with the border still on them.
Yeah,
like
exactly
you did
the same. Yeah. So if I just bring in that fabric, so it just makes it more visually. If I open up my fabric, as you can see, that's the same size as that, and it was also the same size as the window.
That bit's that bit down there.
So when you're doing your advent calendar, basically what would happen is you would fold the top over and stitch that down to create the top of your pocket. Yeah. And then these bits would be folded back onto each other. So you wouldn't see any of that outer red border at all. Yeah. You'd be left with that kind of, what would you call that?
The maroon,
like the maroon burgundy colour. That would be your pocket.
Yeah,
and then that would stick on the star section of your advent calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So that's how you would do your pocket, but we're not doing a pocket, are we?
No.
So you've cut out your squares, and all you need to do is grab a little bit of wadding.
Right.
Grab some extra fabric.
Did you use this wadding?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'll have to show you that in a minute.
Where's my ribbon gone? Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is cut yourself a strip of fabric. So if you're going to make lots of these, if you're going to do the whole of the 24 days, I would suggest cutting a strip of fabric. So let me just undo that. So basically, that strip needs to be the same width as your square. So if I just lift that up.
Is this for the little chocolate pocket on the back?
This is for the chocolate pocket or whatever you're going to put in the back of it.
That's latte fabric. We'll bring you that fabric
so this is the latte fabric. So all I'm doing is it's the same width. Obviously this is a square, so it doesn't matter which way. And then make it as long as you can. So I've...
the width of the fabric.
Yeah, so I had ½ a metre, so that's ½ a metre. And then as you can see, I've already gone ahead and folded that already. So it's just basically, it's a double hem at the top. So that's where your pocket is going to be. So that's 1 and 2, and then you press that down with the iron. So all I'm going to do first of all is just go in with the top stitch to secure that double hem. So that's the first bit done.
So that's, just so you know, Hannah, what we've talked about is that's the latte fabric there by the ½ metre, which we'll show later, and the wadding that Jennifer's just used is the wadding I'll also show you later, which is this one here.
That one. So I'm just securing that double hem with a straight stitch.
Oh, you're right.
Everything sounds really strange today in the
Is it your ears?
Yeah, I think it might be. I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Oh, don't say that.
So it's affecting my ears a little bit.
I'd say I woke up very sniffly this morning. I've had the flu jab. I can't be getting colds. I've had the flu jab.
No. So what you're going to need to do, the reason why I've done it in a strip is because it just makes the process a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So that would be the front of my tag or tree tag, and that's the back. So the pocket would need to go on the back. So all I'm doing is literally like cutting as I go. So if I do that way so you can see actually.
Yeah.
So
you're just cutting it the same width as the little panel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could just cut as you go, as you go, okay? Yeah. So to layer that up, I'm also going to need some ribbon.
We'll show you the ribbon. I'll go through everything that Jennifer's using.
We're adding all these bits in.
No, it's good. It's good. You carry on going, and then I can do a little sum up of everything you've used at the end then.
So I'm going to do my ribbon first. So it's important when you're doing your ribbon that your ribbon is on the tag, like so. So there's the loop part. Going down onto your numbers. If it's like that, the way you think it's going to be, that's you're going to end up in a mess. So make sure your ribbon is facing down, the folded edge is on the fabric, and then the raw edges are off. Then I'm going to put my pocket next. So the raw side, so you can see the folded section there, that's facing up. That's the right side of the pocket. You could do it the other way around if you like, but I prefer the cleaner edge on the outside, so I've gone that way. Then you do your backing fabric, so in this case it's my starry box.
Right.
Okay, and then you go in with your wadding. So that's quite a sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, if you're if you're new to it and everything, it's maybe the first project, would you base the ribbon in place and then maybe... Do you know what I mean? As in, because you're confident, you can just stitch through all of that. Whereas if you're Hannah, for example, that will have moved by now. So just tack your ribbon into place.
So if you wanted to, you could just tack the ribbon into that, let's say, the green section, or I put it on the red first. So tack it onto the red first, and then sandwich up as I'm sandwiching up now. If you're a little bit more nervous about that, and then all we're going to be doing is stitching around the edge of our tag. Okay, but it's really important that we leave a gap because all we're going to do is bag out.
Yes.
But what I'm going to do, I would suggest doing it in the side here. So I'm literally going to start in this section here, go all the way around, and I'm going to sew over that section there as well, and just leave the gap there.
On where the pocket, where the little
because I want to make sure it's nice and secure.
Oh yes, because if you did it where the top of the pocket was, that makes the top of the pocket a bit weak.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm choosing this section here is because whatever we're going to be putting into our little tree tag, that's going to be the bottom of it there. So to hand stitch that, which is what I'd want to do because I want to see the stitching, that's going to be a weaker area compared to your machine stitching. Exactly. I don't want it in the top for, again, the same reason, because it's going to be hanging from the tree, whereas the side is probably the safest place. Yeah. But you've got that little pocket extra there, which is where you're going to be going in and out. So again, I wouldn't want to hand sew over that area.
No, exactly.
So I would literally start away from the corner a little bit, but make sure you do a back stitch. Go all the way around. Make sure you go past the top of your pocket edge. Again, do a little back stitch. So it's just that section there that I'm going to be leaving open.
Yeah, because little Paul, every time we do an advent calendar, he goes, I want miniatures in mine. I want miniatures in mine. So if you put a little bottle of whiskey, a little bottle of gin in them, you don't want it to stretch. Oh, I'm not suggesting drinking at 8:20 on a Monday morning, but...
But just think about what you're going to be popping in there.
Yeah, I was a bit worried just because we talked about Christmas Day, because Hannah and I are both here on Christmas Day, and little Paul was like, and I said, oh, well, we'll be here on Christmas Day. It was like 8:30 yesterday morning, and Paul was going, oh, I'll be drunk by the time you're saying that on Christmas Day. And I was like, 8:30 in the morning. He went, oh, no, maybe not.
The thing is, I get up really silly early on Christmas Day.
Still?
I'm such a kid when it comes to it.
But you're allowed to open your presents?
Yeah. I get so excited. I hate Christmas because surprises, I can't handle them. So I am very naughty. So if you give me a present early, I will literally open it up and repackage it and then open it again on Christmas Day. I can't bear it.
But then when you open up Christmas Day, you go, oh,
yeah, no, it's full on like it never happened. Like if you just go, ta-da, surprise, open it now, Jen, brilliant, I can handle that. But the idea of going, there's a surprise.
Don't open it.
Can't do that to me. I can't do it. I can't handle it. I'm like, what's in the box?
I can't open presents in front of people because I can't hide. I haven't got a poker face. So if I hate it, it's like, oh, right, thanks.
Oh, John.
My acting skills don't go that far.
Okay, so I'm just going over the top of my pocket now. So I've secured that, and again with a back stitch. So these are super quick to sew up. And then obviously I'm going to be trimming back my wadding.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Derek the Dobber here, actually.
Oh, now you're asking.
I am. Okay, so I've...
Jay! Well, he is around. He is around.
I've seen him. I'm sure I've seen him.
I know. It's because I had a few days off, you see, and then Hayley was on floor yesterday. No, I haven't got a Derek the dog.
Oh, while we're waiting for that...
We'll have a look for Derek the dog.
I've trimmed the wadding off, but you still need to clip your corners, because if you don't clip your corners, you're going to get big, baggy
to Jenniffer,
corners.
Jay, not to me, thanks.
Thanks, Jay.
Where was he? Oh, in there. See, Hayley keeps... She tidied away my charger. Bring it in, Jay, bring it in. She tidied away my charger for my tablet the other day. We couldn't find that either.
Okay.
Whoa, Jay!
I'll get it in a minute.
I've got it.
It's fine.
Oh, Jay. Right.
Derek the Jobber. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so there's my little gap. So it is a little gap. So the little trick, because obviously you're not really going to be able to get your fingers in there, is go fishing for your ribbon.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
She says.
No, it is there.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you pull the ribbon, it will help pull the rest of your rest of your bit out.
Like your own little loop turner within...
Your little loop turner within your thing. So, yeah, push that all out. Da, da, da.
Live on telly, Jen.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
It will come.
Yeah, well, no rush.
Well, we do like to make these little things, don't we?
I know. Lorraine's messaged in saying, thank you for my message. You better post my card.
I love that. Right, OK. So
hang on. There's a problem, Hannah.
Is there?
All right. Oh, OK. OK.
So I'm just using Derek the Dobber to point out my corners.
If you've got any questions for Jenniffer, do get them in.
OK, so you can see there that I've sewn past the corner, and that's so I can make sure I can still get a nice, tight, sharp corner on the edge. If you sew too close to that corner, you're not going to get that. OK. Now, I've turned it out, and you can see, hold on a minute, that doesn't look quite right. OK. That's because the pocket's on the other side, so all you need to do is just reflip that.
Oh, yes.
And that will be correct. OK, so don't worry too much when you think, oh, I've sewn that
wrong. Done it the wrong way, yes.
You've not. It's just that it's probably come out the wrong way. So all you've got now is just that little tiny gap there in the edge of your little hanging. So you just need to slip stitch or ladder stitch that closed. Yeah. And then in essence, once you've given that a nice press, there is your little tag. So they're super cute, super quick, but again, are just nice alternative on your little advent calendar.
OK, if you're like me and you want them to be sparkly, and you want to sew sequins or buttons or something like that on, when would you do that? Before you've done anything?
I think if you're going to do things like sequins and stuff, because obviously it's all sandwiched in and on the inside, if you're happy to do a little bit of hand sewing, like adding some detail on there, I would do that now. Like I would do it at the end, especially with.
But don't go all the way through because you're going to lose your pocket.
So you just need to watch the back, make sure. So basically, you're going to be sewing in between the two layers. All you're going to be doing is sewing into the top layer of fabric and your wadding, and you don't want to be getting into the green. Well, to be fair, if you did stitch in the back, you've got a pocket hiding it anyway. Yeah, exactly. So it's not a major one. But I think because it's such a small square. Especially when you come to turning out, rather than risk clunking your machine and breaking your needle, I'd just add any kind of beading or sequins or buttons or whatever.
Or soft crystals.
Or soft crystals. Do it after. Okay. So all you need to do is just give that a nice press. If you wanted to go in with a top stitch, and then that would also secure that opening, you can do. It just depends on what kind of look you're going for.
Also, but the thing is, these are something you're going to, at the end of Christmas this year, you're going to put them in the attic for next year, aren't you? So it might be quite good just to do a top stitching line round. Then you've secured that, and it'll stay in shape.
It'll stay in shape, yeah. But I just think it's a nice one. And then obviously, if you do, for whatever reason, need to wash them because it's all fabric, you can do.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes your decorations get dusty, don't they? Especially when they're on the tree and things. So, what do you want?
Chocolate to put inside.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you are. You can have a little... See, you could do a little sewing gift.
I'd rather have a chocolate.
You could pop the little... I would rather... See, I'm not a great fan of chocolate. It has to be dark chocolate.
I have to say, I've
You could put little gifts in the back. Little sewing gift.
I agree with you.
I like that.
If you put scissors in, please be careful.
Ta-da.
OK. Now, I'm going to go... am I going over to the other side to just recap of what Jenniffer's used?
Yes.
OK, I've got the wadding here, but I'll take the... Don't do anything. I'll be back in a second.
All right. I might do a little bit.
OK. I'll just tidy up the desk. So, have I got the latte fabric? Oh, yes, there. Yeah. So, this is the wadding that Jenniffer used. You get a lot in there. You're able to make an awful lot of those pockets out of the £2.95. Or, now, that's the other thing, is if you're making one of the stockings that I showed you earlier, then this has got a little bit of... Some of them didn't have any wadding in. The one Hayley made didn't have any wadding in it. You could put a bit of wadding in, sorry, wrong way around, and do a little bit of quilting if you want. Or one of these, that's got... No, it's not that one. Where is it? Oh. Yes. There you go, the little ones there. They've got wadding in them. So you just put a little bit of wadding and just do your quilting there. OK, now the ribbon... Oh! I've got the red ribbon that Jenniffer used on that one. Here you go. It's 20 metres of ribbon on there, 15 millimetres wide. It's the bright red. This one's got the plastic on it, so it's looking a little bit dull there. But it is the double-face satin ribbon. Brilliant when you're doing things like that, because if you've only got the satin on one side and you happen to see the other side, it's kind of like a dull acetate, isn't it? Whereas this way, you get the satin on both sides. £7.95, very luxurious. OK. Then, latte fabric. The latte fabric that Jen used there is here. This is one of our Spectrum solids. It's a lovely, warm... Well, it's like a latte. By the half metre. £3.25 for half a metre. OK. Now, in the next one... Oh, well, I'll go through I'll do the lame ribbon, even though if you want to put glitter on it, like I was just saying, glitter ribbon, I've got 2 gold lame ribbons here. I've got a wider one and a narrower one. This is the wider one, first of all. This is, it looks like an inch. 25 millimetres, yeah, it's an inch wide, this one. Double-sided... It's not smooth, it's lame. It's got the rough edging on it. There it is. So it's not like a satin ribbon. It's definitely got a texture to it, like a lame. I wouldn't know. Hannah says it's like a glittery sock. Have you got a glittery sock?
No.
No? No, we don't sell glittery socks, but Hannah said, oh, it's just like a glittery sock. If you've got socks made out of that, that'd be all right. No wonder you're in a grumpy mood all the time. Oh, that's not what they said last week. And then we've got this one. This is the narrower one. I say this one was about 15 millimetres wide, yet is. Same lame ribbon. £7.45 for 20 metres. OK? Right. I'll come back to this in a minute, because I think we should get on with the cushion now, don't you? Because then I've got other fabrics to show you. Oh, Hannah's telling me something about this. This one. OK, this is flying out. The panel for this... You can tell Jay's had a few days off, can't you? Hang on. Let me just put all those in a pile there. Fabric, stocking, bunting, Little Paul's washing line, stocking. Last one I'm going to come to, isn't it? This panel, very, very, very popular. £5.95. Now you can either make 4 stockings or 2 stockings. If you buy a fabric to go on the back, you can make the 4. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just use the fabric from the panel and make 2. Because this one here, you see, what we did was we made 4 in total. We bought a backing fabric and a lining fabric, and then just use one of those each time. But you could just use the panel. OK, moving on. Cushion time. Now, it's another idea that you had, using the panel if you didn't want to make the advent calendar.
Yes, yes.
Go on, then.
So, I've gone ahead and cut out, obviously, my numbers that would have been originally the pockets.
Yes.
And I've also cut out the backing. So, again, that would have been what you would have attached your pockets to.
Yes.
But I've cut them out in squares. So this is a great way if you're not used to quilting. You haven't got to worry about the measurements. Just go around the lines.
Exactly,
okay?
exactly.
So I'm just going to... Because you've got 25 windows or 25 days...
Yes.
This would be enough to make 2 cushions.
So you've got 50 squares, really, to play with, haven't you?
You've got 50 squares to play with, and you need 25 squares per cushion.
Perfect.
So it works out. So,
or, interrupting here, you could make...
You could do double-sided.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do I keep calling it an elephant back for some reason. Envelope back.
You could. You could.
Oh, you could?
So what you would have to do, so if I just turn it around...
I'm just making it difficult now.
No, not at all. So basically, this one's bigger, and then that one is the same size, but it's inside the cushion.
Yes.
Okay, to create the envelope.
Oh, right.
Okay, so what we could do, if we split that section there, you would just need to add on some of your plain fabrics to create a hem.
Yes.
And then this section here, that would be plain. So when you do close your cushion, I would maybe put a button on or something,
yes.
otherwise it might...
Yeah,
like this one, it just gapes a little bit in the back. But you could,
But you've got enough to do a double-sided cushion,
yeah,
or
two cushions.
Or
a bigger
cushion if you wanted to. If you wanted all the numbers all to be on, you could have a lovely big cushion when you're sitting watching the telly, and you could have a cushion twice the size of that. Because that's got 25 squares on it, you've got 50 squares, haven't you? Yep. So you could use it, either make it bigger that way, or you can make it bigger that way.
Make it longer that way, yeah.
Lovely.
So I thought, not because I like things, when you've got your sofa, you have two, don't you, either side?
Oh, do you? You can't have cushions on my sofa because the cat's always in the way. Hello, Fashion Guru John. Do you make your own shirts? Look, so many people ask me this. I really, really should, but I'm always frightened about collars on a man's shirt. How many do you have? Fabulous shows ever. Very informative from Jenny.
Oh, thank you.
I did have loads and loads and loads, but I gave a load of them away to charity. So I've got about...
He's got a lot
60
of shirts
left now.
You've got a lot of shirts. Okay, so I'm just going to be picking... I need to get my maths right now.
Pardon?
I need to get my maths right now.
Yes, you do.
So I'm just compiling these. No, just getting it all nice and pretty. Like that. So you're making like a checkerboard, basically. Okay?
Yes.
So then you can go in with your other ones. So
right. But you don't want the same numbers next to each other, do you?
I don't think we have we? Oh, 6 and 7.
And 16 and 17 here. That's it.
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, really. It's your cushion.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I'm just being difficult. Well, I haven't seen you for so long.
You've got to give me a run for my money.
You haven't had any of the cheek for ages, have you?
This is very true. So I decided to intersplice it in with my...
Into what?
Intersplice it with my my starry...
Intersplice?
Intersplice it.
Is that a technical term?
Is it a technical term?
I've never heard of it before.
Intersplice. With that, so it's quite a regimented pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Now, have you noticed what you've done?
What have I done?
No. I think you've done it because your artistic brain has done it straight away. In this row, you've got dark reds. In that row, you've got the pinks. In that row, you've got the dark reds. In that one, you've got the pinks. That one, you've got the dark reds again.
I didn't even...
No, exactly. But that'll just be your creative one.
Go for it. So you can see that, in theory, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers on this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stars on this side. So on your other cushion, it will be 12 numbers and 13 stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how I split it up. But you can see it's quite regimented, where you've got your number and your star, and your star, and so on and so forth. Well, you could just go... You don't have to be this regiment. You just go wherever you wanted. Yeah. But it's entirely up to you. So once you're happy with the way your cushion front's going to look, you just need to sew these together. So once you've done that, I would just work methodically through, whether it's horizontally or vertically, putting them together, all right?
Right.
So this is where you do need to be careful, because if you're going to have all your numbers facing in the right direction, you want to make sure you're putting it the right way around.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's the only tricky bit, I think, with this. If you're happy for it to be a little bit topsy-turvy, then don't worry about it.
No, couldn't deal with that.
But if you want all of your numbers in the right direction, then this is where you really do need to be methodical with it.
The only thing I would do is I would make sure that the middle one there was my favourite square.
Would you?
Yes, because I think... No, I'm not saying I don't like that one. I'm just saying I would think, because look how... On the cushion here, I know maybe because it's a white one, but doesn't that one pop out more than the others, you see? So I just think maybe I'd pick my favourite one to go in the middle there.
Oh, actually, I think that one's mine.
Oh, so you put it in the bottom corner.
No, just because you mentioned it then. I quite like that number 15.
Oh, no, that's nice, yeah.
Santa Mail. Quite like that.
OK, that one's made from the green one.
Oh, it's an envelope cushion with Santa Mail. Sorry, it just came to my mind, sorry.
Have you been spending all weekend intersplicing and thinking about that one?
Right, OK, so we need to get this together. So this is where you need to be methodical with it. So just leave it like this next to your sewing machine. Yeah. OK, so I'm going to start from the top. So 23 is going face down onto my starry fabric, and I'm going to stitch that together.
Now, where are you using the seam allowance?
Well, it's up to you.
Oh, of course, yes.
But as long as you are consistent throughout the whole...
Yes.
Especially because you're quilting, be consistent.
Yes.
So if you are a super beginner, I would just use the edge of the foot as your guide, because then that way you know you're going to be able to see it more easily.
Yeah.
If you're a bit more advanced, then obviously go with a 1/4 inch.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to make it smaller, you could make it so that and that exact... You literally sew along that line there. So where you've got frames on this one, which I do it your way because I like the frames.
Yeah, yeah.
But sometimes people might not want the frame in there. They might want that to butt up against that one there.
But then on things like that, you might lose detail.
Oh, yeah.
No, but again, it's your cushion.
Sure. But like you say, with whatever you choose, you can't go, oh, I'll do a frame on this one and not a frame on that one. Or they've all got to be the same.
They've all got to be the same. So once you've stitched the one together, open it out.
Yes.
And then push that one that way. So at the moment, that 24 is upside down.
Oh, yes, because you automatically would...
Want to go the
your
other way.
brain would make you go the other way, yes.
I've just noticed that 23 and 24 together, we've got to change that, John. Got to change it. No, we can't have 6 either.
Why can't you have 6? Oh, because 5's there.
You know what, let's just stick with 3.
Yeah, you're being very picky now.
I'm being very picky. Okay, and again, stitch that down. So if you use that methodical process throughout the whole of it, then I think you'll be good to go. You won't make any mistakes.
Yes. So if you're a quilter and you've got you could use your 1/4 inch foot, and then all of them would be a 1/4 inch seam length, wouldn't they? Or like you say, just follow the edge of your foot.
Just follow the edge of the foot. It's just
So
a little
they're
bit
all the
bigger than a 1/4 inch. It's just less than. It's technically 3/8, I think, the edge of the foot.
Oh, blimey, Lorraine.
What's she saying?
Somebody messaged in the other day. I think it was Nigel from North. Oh, actually, I never got your message, Nigel, saying I was wearing a Christmas shirt. And he said, "Can I have that shirt when you're finished?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course you can." And then Lorraine messaging saying, "I asked ages ago for one of your shirts," and she's just put here, 60 shirts. You should have 59 by now because one should be on its way to me. Lorraine, the difference is the shirt that now was it Nigel? I can't remember now. Was £14 from Amazon, right? These are Claudio Luckney's specials, so they're a little bit more than £14. So you'll have to wait, Lorraine. Why do you want one of my shirts?
You might want to make a cushion out of it.
Oh, a cushion. I was thinking.
So it'll be like a John Hope.
Evil thing. I was thinking evil things, like, you know. Because little Paul's made the John Scott doll, hasn't he?
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I think we should all have one.
Don't start, because he wants to make them for the show.
No,
he wants a show of them.
I think we should do but get your face actually on the fabric.
Yeah, like the threads. Use one of those threads.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But the trouble was, Brenda messaged in saying, "You do my head in, John. I'd buy one. And I'd just stick pins in it, use it as a pin cushion." So I kind of thought, "Oh no, I'm not doing that."
Like a voodoo doll.
I know. Frightened me a little bit, that one.
Oh, that's cruel.
Right,
but it is the funniest thing.
Oh, it is.
Because then we could do a little animation for Christmas Day, couldn't we?
Oh, yes. Well, the thing is, I thought it'd be like, you know, if you go to Build-A-Bear, is it Build-A-Bear? Where you go in and you can make all your bear, but then you can get a thing that goes in its tummy, and you can press the bear like that, and it laughs or it giggles, it goes, "Hello, my name..."
Can you record your voice?
Yeah, you can record onto it. So I could, like, check out your baskets, check out your baskets. One job.
It's only one P&P.
The only one, yeah, exactly. All right. Do you want me to mess up your squares?
Oh, don't waft. Oh, that was
we've got a photo. Let's see what the photo is.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. oh, it's plaited.
Oh.
That's clever. That's super cute.
There is, when I had that fabric, was it last week or the week before? I had that fabric, that's what reminds me of my nan, right? And is it Teresa? Therese or Therese? Therese, right? She said she was going to make a plaited... no, it's not called plaited, though, is it? It's got a different name. Anyway...
it's so cute.
Reed, it's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you for that. No, I'm not saying thank you, send it to me. I'm just saying thank you for sending the pictures. Lovely.
Send it to him.
No.
Oh, you could do it in 3 different colours, couldn't you?
Yes.
3 different colourways.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. That's super nice. Okay, so you can see, you can get the process now. So you're just adding them all together in strips.
Yes.
And then once you've got your strips sewn, then you need to put your strips together.
Right.
Okay, but before we do that, we're going to do some pressing, okay? So my tip with this is do one strip one way. So again, work methodically. So my first one was my 23 and then going down to number 9. So I'm going to come over here and flip that. And I'm going to press them all towards 23, just so I know the direction I'm going in. So that's one. So they're all going in the one direction.
Lorraine said, I don't want the Amazon shirt, I only want the best ones. You're so cheeky,
Okay,
woman.
so there's my 23 to number 9 going up. Whereas this one, I'm going to go down towards my stars. Okay, so I'm going in the opposite direction. And then the next line you would go back up, and then the next line...
It's not sewn together yet, though,
No, I know that.
Oh, right.
But when you do all your ironing first, don't you?
Oh, do
Otherwise you're up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, that's good for your back. Okay, so I've gone up, this one's going down, so that line would go up, that line would go down, that line would go up. Okay, so that's the process.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, that's when you start sewing them together. So the reason why I've sewn one seam one way, sorry John, one seam one way and one seam another way is that it just gives you something to sort of butt up against, okay? Yeah. So those two seams are now interlocking, so you shouldn't need to pin, but again, it just depends on how confident you are. Like so. And then you just go along. So I'm going to go and sew these together now. So again, just be consistent with your seam allowances, guys. So in this case, I've stuck with the end of my foot on the machine, so I'm going to stick with that measurement when I'm sewing these bits together.
I could do it on the machine. I could be sewing these together for you.
You could, couldn't you? How long have we got, actually?
Got about 10 minutes, have we, Michael? 11.
I'll jump ahead then.
How many minutes with Jennifer? Oh, 3 minutes with Jennifer.
3 minutes?
Yes.
Right, I need to get a shift on then. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going all the way down, all the way down.
You were singing the Pearl and Dean tune then, weren't you, at the beginning of a film? Ba, 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 ba.
So when you open it out, your points should meet.
Yes.
Okay, that's the trick with that. So if you push all of the seams one way on one strip, all of them the opposite direction on the other one, and butt them together, you should see, as you can see on those, that they're all meeting up. So that's my little tip. So just keep going until you've got your
full square.
Your full square, and then we move on to the next step. So what I'm going to do, rather than continue with these ones here, I'm going to bring in that, and let's just pretend that's my patchwork of fabric.
That's too small.
I know it is, but I want to just show you the layering process. Because with this one, I've actually got a piece of fabric behind.
Just from your stash?
From my stash, so that you can't see the wadding. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay?
So you put the layer of wadding on now when they're all stitched. So we're pretending that is that one all stitched together.
Yeah, so pretend that that's all stitched together. Okay.
Anne said, I love the way you ran to the other side when the pressing was needed, John.
Oh, you're getting some right stitch today,
no,
John.
I'll get used to it now. Right.
Right, so the first thing you're going to need is a piece of fabric the same size as your patchwork.
So we're imagining that's the finished thing.
So imagine that's my patchwork, okay? So we need to cut that size. Just doing that super quick. What was that then?
What?
I heard banging.
No, listen, yesterday Hayley was doing floor estate. This wall nearly fell down yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
She leant something against it, and then she dropped a trolley, and then she was all over the place yesterday. And then she was suddenly in shock. I walked over to do the fabrics, and she was just standing over there, like, don't know what she was doing. Anyway.
Okay, so you need basically, to create your envelope, you need 2 pieces of fabric.
Oh, that's why you folded it over.
That's why I folded it over, just for quickness. So I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to cut that selvage off. So I like to fold my fabric just to make sure that it's even. There you go. Okay. So you've got your backing, and you've got 2 pieces of fabric, which are actually a little bit smaller than your actual cushion size.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's that one, and there's that one. So they are the same, whereas this one, as you can see, is a little bit shorter than my patchwork. So this one you're going to fold over twice, and again, it's very similar to our pocket that we did earlier on. Do you remember that one there, where we folded it over twice? And then we top stitched it. It's exactly the same process, but on a bigger scale. So you got 1, 2, and then stitch that down. Repeat that process on the other side. 1, 2, and stitch that down. So you've got 2 pieces of fabric. That's your back. So on that one, I decided to add a little bit more embellishment with the Christmas, Merry Christmas. You can applique that on if you want to.
That was from the original panel. That comes with your panel. That Merry Christmas comes with your panel. There's also like an animal and a robin or a reindeer and a Father Christmas, isn't there, and things like that you could also do.
So,
Anne was only joking, she said. It's fine, Anna, don't mind.
OK, so this is where we need to layer it up now. So you've got your main fabric.
Yeah.
You've got your wadding.
Yeah.
And you've got what is my plain backing. That's going to be inside the cushion, OK? And then what we're going to then do is get the sections that you've made your, if you like, your pocket again. So it's 1, I'm going to fold this over and pretend 1, 2. I'm just going to pop a pin. There and there. So obviously this would have been stitched down at home, guys,
yes,
so don't do this. Okay. And then you get the other section. And again, 1, 2. Imagine that's been stitched.
Yeah.
But obviously it hasn't. Okay. Have I got time to sew around this?
How long have we got, Michael? 30 seconds.
I can do it.
I can do it, she says. I can do it. Challenge
Annika.
accepted. So you go all the way around the outside, do you?
So this time you go all the way around. So it's different to our little tree decorations.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because you've got that envelope backing, creating the hole for you to be able to bag through. Exactly.
If you think we're going a bit fast for you, you can always check on YouTube, because the show goes onto YouTube straight away. And on YouTube, you can fast forward, you can rewind, you can pause. So if you want to watch any of Jenniffer's techniques, you literally can go onto YouTube later on. Just write in sewing quarter and today's date, and today's show will be on there. And you can, like I say, you can pause it and everything.
Right. One corner round. So this is going to be a little bit squatty, but at least you get the idea. So I'm going around all of the corners. I need the bunny rabbit to go a little bit quicker.
Is it not? Is it? What's the matter, Hannah?
What was that? Just need to watch that pin.
Yeah, watch that pin. Oh.
Got it.
It's the longest 30 seconds, Jenniffer Taylor.
Oh, sorry.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there. That's a bit.
So you never start at a corner, you always start halfway down.
I always never go by the corners, guys, because then it always makes that a weak area when it comes to sewing.
Okay.
So it's more like your cushion's likely to come undone. So I'll just quickly clip that off. Again, I would clip your corners. So this process is exactly the same as our tree hanging. It's just a bigger size. So obviously you want to cut your corners. You want to clip those back. But I'm not going to do that. So then all you need to do now is turn your cushion inside out. So there we have our cushion front.
Yeah.
Nice and clean edges. But then when you open up the cushion on the inside, you can see that you've got that backing in the back.
So there's no wadding.
So you don't see the wadding. It gives you a nice clean backing in the back. So I just wanted to show you that as a little tip.
You're back in an hour doing an apron. See you then. Thank you, Jenniffer. Thank you. Right. Where are we starting then? Yeah. North Pole one's there in the middle there. Okay. North Pole Advent calendar, the ones that Jenniffer's just been using. Right, latte first of all. This is latte. That's the one that we've just used on the wall. That's the one on the wall. Did we use that in there? No, that's the one we've just been working with. That's what I'll hold it this way so you can see. It's the one we've just been working with there. £7.95 for the panel. The panel. £7.95. Okay. I'll just put that in my trolley there. Then I've got the blue one. Then I've got the blue one. Oh, it's called green, is it? Sorry, green, not blue. Green. There's the green one. Okay, put that in the trolley. Then the silver one. The green one's the most popular, is it? There's the silver grey one. Okay, so that's in, yeah, £7.95. Then, this has been very, very popular, this panel. I've got time to go through these, haven't I? Okay, then. This one, very, very popular. Enough there to either make 4 one-sided stockings. Lots of people multi-buying this one. Or you can make 2 two-sided stockings for £5.95. Lovely, isn't it? Little Paul's, the traditional novelty. Novelty Little Paul's washing line. Very popular. That's the one that's hanging on the wall behind me, as it is. That's the novelty one, £6.95. That's the one hanging here. That's the one that's hanging there. Then the traditional one, excusez-moi, which is over there. Okay? That's the traditional one. Okay? Traditional one. £6.95 for the panel. Okay. Okay, very quickly. There it is. You have it in your hand. That's traditional one. No. That one. That's it. Quick. Right. That's the traditional one. Okay. There you go. There's the traditional one. And then the blue spot on that Jenniffer just used. I've got it here. Oh, I've only got 20 seconds to show you this. Remember, in the next show, it's on me on my own doing everything under £15. There's the spot on baby blue, £4.95 for half a metre. Okay. Wrong description on the website for the next hour, but it doesn't matter. It's me, and I'll be doing everything under £15. Fantastic for Christmas gifts, fantastic for stocking fillers. See you then.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
Hi, I'm Jo Carter and these are my top 3 tools. The first tool I'm going to talk about is scissors. It's a really obvious one, but I really do love my scissors. I have tons of pairs. I'm never far away from a pair. But really good sharp scissors that are sharp all the way along. They don't get used for anything else. They're just saved for fabric, are a vital piece of kit, and it makes cutting out so much quicker and easier. Another one of my favourite tools is the water erasable pen. It's brilliant for soft toy making because you can mark on faces. Before you commit to embroidering them in place, you can draw eyes on and make sure they line up, that the toy has the right look or the look that you're after. I think these are vital and I always have at least 2 in my kit at any one time. And number 3 in my top 3 tools will be the mini steam iron. I've recently got one of these for my sewing room, and because I have quite a small sewing desk, it's brilliant to have this. It doesn't take up much space, but it means that once I've started sewing, I don't have to get off my chair, I don't have to get up. I'm a big fan of not moving once I've started. And it doesn't break the flow of my sewing. I just, as and when, just give things a little press and carry on with what I'm doing. So that's my 3rd top tool.
When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.
If you're looking for a seasonal project you can complete before Christmas, look no further. On Thursday the 2nd of November, Jess Entwistle will show us how to make a delightful dove garland. Available in 3 colour options, our handy kit contains everything you need to deck your halls the handmade way this holiday season. With a helping hand from host Natasha, Jess will show us how to achieve an impressive finished look while using simple techniques. So, join us on Thursday the 2nd of November at 8 AM for this fabulously festive demonstration only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
welcome to John Scott's Haberdashery Store. Now, you're very quiet with your messages today. You're very, very quiet. Hannah got a bit worried. She thought the machine was broken. Very, very quiet. If you have got any messages, just get them through to us. It is... What day is it? It's Monday morning, isn't it? Most people are just getting up. You're almost still confused about... Do you know what? Last night, my body clock was telling me to go to bed at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I was like, kind of... Because it went dark, didn't it? And then I was like, oh, it's bedtime. And I was like, no, it's not bedtime. I don't know why I went like that. I don't wear a watch. Right. I've got everything under £15 now. Everything under 15. Now, apparently, on your EPG, which is the thing where it says what's happening in the show, there's something wrong, is there? Oh, Tim Holtz, that's 11 o'clock. That's 11 o'clock, not this hour. That's in the 11 o'clock hour. I'm going to start, because I just think everything on this table would be fantastic either as a gift or to give somebody to make, or as a gift to make for somebody. I've also got useful things you might need for Christmas, like ribbons and buttons. I've got Velcro, I've got wonder clips, I've got thread, I've got the hams, I've got everything you need. Not the hams to eat on Christmas Day, no, I haven't got those. So I'm going to start off with the little animals. They're not real. Do what? I'm going to start with the owl. Right, Hannah made the owl. It shows how simple it is. Okay. I've got a kit here. Oh, Hannah, why is his eyes wonky? There we go. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? £10.95. Apples and Pears is the company. This is a sew me up owl. Look, little wings, little feet. He is a hoot. Oh, you've got that foot back to front there. There you go. Right, let me show you what you get in the kit. Oh, no, you don't get this. That's the finished one. What's that in there, then, you get? What's this bit, then? You can build a little house for the owl to live in. I don't know how it works, but there's instructions. There we go. I don't think that's right somehow. Hang on. There's a picture. Let me show you the instructions. You get the instructions, you get all the kit. Oh, well, theirs has got wavy lines on it. Oh, they've drawn them on afterwards. Right, instructions of how you do it. All here. Full instructions of how you make it. It's very, very simple. Don't be thinking there's going to be anything difficult about it. You have to draw the wavy lines on the house if you want them, on the owl house there. You get a little plastic needle for children. I'll show you here. Oh. It is doable with the plastic needle, because Hannah did it. I'll show you in a minute, because you've got holes. You've got holes in the... I'll show you. This is how yours will arrive, right? This is how yours arrive. So you've got your little owl. I'm not going to take it all out, but... In here... You get the owl, you get the stuffing, you get the thread, you get the plastic needle. Now, the owl has got holes in the back for you to stitch it, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. The house is in there as well, and the instructions. £10.95. £10.95. Jay, I'll get Jay to make the house during the show. Oh, yeah, Jay was out shopping for furniture yesterday, actually. Just put that over there for Jay. Penny says, morning, John, watching this morning whilst on a little holiday in Harrogate. Oh, how lovely. It's lovely in Harrogate, isn't it? North Yorkshire. Now, be careful, because it's very hilly. Just down from Betty's, when you go down to the exhibition, it's very, very steep hill down that way. Some lovely shops there. Pussycat. Kitten. It's called me a kitten. Sew me up, kitten. £10.95. Again. Oh, this one comes with wool. Look at the front. You make a little ball of wool to go with this one. Hannah didn't make this one, though. Look. It feels so soft and squidgy, though. Lovely. It feels like my Nelly, this. £10.95. What else have I got? Hang on. So I've got the owl there. Oh, hang on. I've got the hedgehog and hoglet. The hoglet doesn't need sewing up, apparently. Oh. So look again, you get everything you need. You get your two. You get one hedgehog to make and a hoglet who's already made. The thread, the pattern. This is perfect for kiddies. Perfect for kiddies at Christmas, isn't it? £10.95. And then when they've done the sewing project. Oh, hang on. There you go. There you go. Oh, he's got a grumpy face, that one. Hasn't he got... Oh, it might be the mummy. Hasn't he got a grumpy face? Oh, they're soft. They're lovely and soft. Oh, so you get two in that one. The other thing, they're perfect, aren't they? Because also, brilliant as a stocking filler, lovely as a little gift to somebody who just might be interested in taking up sewing, whatever, without having any of the worry. But also, once they've made it, they've got a little toy to play with and everything. Puppy. Where's the puppy? You get a bone with this one. Look. How many of these have got in stock? Look. I think the bone might be a little bit out of scale. Because I'll show you what you get in each kit, because they're all like this. So you get the wadding. You get the little... neckerchief fabric there. You get the plastic needle, look, and the thread. And then, now let's just have a look how big this one would be. Hang on. Right, I think the bone might be a little bit out of proportion to the dog, look. Wuff, 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 wuff. Wuff, 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 wuff. They've got gold lame nose. Oh, no, golden thread nose. It's beautiful, isn't it? So you get all of that. Sew up puppy. £10.95 is very, very cute. Right. I've got a bunny. Sorry, floral bunny, because I'm saving my favourite. Oh, there's a bunny. Jay's bringing out the made one there. But look at his ears. Look at the inside of his ears. It's got like a lovely ditzy fabric inside his ears and on his... He's a bit grumpy. I wonder what's the matter with all these animals. I suppose they've been spent their life in a little tin like that till you release them. It's a gift in a tin. Floral bunny, £10.95. There is one of those made. Jay will bring it out for us in a second, though. And then, this is my favourite. Look. Make your own mermaid. Look at her hair. I love her. Let's have a look what it looks like inside. No, but she's full of sequins. And now this one, maybe, is this one for a slightly older child? Because look what you get in this one. You get the sequins. Jay, bring that rabbit in, Jay, and take this house away, because you're going to be making that house for me. I need that house made for the end of the show, please. The instructions are in there. The instructions... He's shaking his head. The instructions are there. Oh, Hayley won't be in yet. There's lots and lots and lots of little bits with this one. I won't open it because we're bound to lose them. But look, there's the mermaid's tail, those lovely big discs. And then she's got lovely hair there. It looks like that... what's that pasta called that's wriggly lines? Oh, no, noodles. So it looks like she's got noodle hair. Then she's got all those... So where do those beads go then? That's her top. Oh, this one is for a little bit more advanced. No, these are my brand new glasses, and they look like someone's trodden on them. Oh, no, they're for her neck. Are they for a necklace? No, a necklace around the bottom of her feet. No, it's not called feet, is it? Flippers. And her bracelet, they're like seed... I'll show you here, you can see all the... I'm looking, I'm doing a naughty. Look at that close too. She's got no clothes on there, don't look at that one. Right, but look, she's got the sequin, she's got... Look, can you see the beads on her little... what are they called there? Is it flippers? Oh, we love her. So she's slightly different, because she's actually... You have to physically make her. Same price. That one's a bit more of a challenge, and it has got beads, and it has got sequins, and it has got little eye... What are they? What are the little white circles for? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to open her. I'm going to open her. Let's see if we can make her. Is that all right? Yeah. Oh, you can't. Oh. I love this. I love mermaids anyway. So, you get your naked body mermaid like that, covering up there. Put her in the box. You're not seeing her, you're not seeing her, you're not seeing her. Hair. You get hair. Right, what's this one then? What's the... That's around her waist. That's around the waist. Look at the hologram sequins and the pretty little tutu there. Then you get the beads for around her feet. There's the little beads around her feet. Then look, this is her tail, right? Look. Oh, and her little vest top. Look. Look. There's her bottom half, and there's her little vest top. I love the colour. And then look, you stitch the sequins onto the tail there. What's on the top? The top's left blue, but then you stitch these beads around the neck and the armholes. Oh, I love this. How come this is the same price? You're getting so much more in this one, aren't you? And then all that hair. Oh, you've got hair like that, Hannah. There are extra beads and sequins and threads in this kit to make your jewellery for your mermaid. Oh, I love that. I'm not quite... and there's me saying, what's the white things? What's the white things for? Look at this, right? This is how the needles arrive, right? There's a wide needle and a narrow needle. But look, they're the safety... They're like marshmallows that the needles are just... So you don't open the tin and stick your finger on a needle. Oh, I'm having that. I'm having that one. I'll make that for you. When am I in next? Oh, tomorrow. No, I won't have made it by tomorrow. Oh, I'm having that. You've got a picture of it, haven't you? There's the rabbit I showed you a minute ago. Look at the ears. Oh, do you know who that's related to? Sweep, isn't it? What animal was Sweep? Sooty and Sweep. What? What was Sweep then? What animal was Sweep? Sweep's not a dog because it goes like that. Beep, 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 beep. Like that, wasn't it? Sweep. Oh, I love that. Right, okay, move on. Come on, John. You've got... If you know what Sweep was, let me know, because we can't find out. We don't know. Sorry, Sandra. Sandra's getting a bit worried that I'm so excited about the mermaid. I love that film. What's the one where she's in the bath with Tom Hanks? What's that one called? Splash. Love that. Tom Hanks was like a boy in that film. It shows how long ago that film was, wasn't it? Where will we go now? Shall we go now? Have you coloured it in? No, he's made the house. We'll do the ribbons first. Jay's made the house. That's house. You see, if Jay can make it in 2 minutes like that, that shows how simple the house is. Bring it in. Bring it in. Thank you. No, he's not drawn on it yet. Look, so that means that Jay and Danny, his girlfriend, were out yesterday looking at furniture from that place. I was talking about the other day, So they're out looking for furniture for their new home. Are you good at flat packing then, Jay? He's all right. I'm all right, he says. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's gorgeous. You get that with it. That looks a bit different to the one. Are you sure? Oh, that looks a bit different to one in the picture, but never mind. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Right, I promise. Oh, apparently Sweep's a dog. Sorry, I take that back. Sweep's a dog with a funny voice, says Anne. You see? Ribbons. These are nice. Oh, that one's not a ribbon. Ribbons. Now, these would be ideal for Christmas. You know, when you've got your wreaths on your front door or your holly, when you're tying your holly up, these would be fantastic. Let's do big white one first. Get it the right way up. You get a lot on here. 20 metres. That's 50 millimetres wide, look. That's 2 inches wide. $14.95. This is, and it's double-faced. Double-faced white ribbon. That's perfect for when you're tying your holly or your mistletoe together. Or your wreath on the front door. Or you could put your baubles on that, hang them from the ceiling. Jill, just watch while finishing my Halloween outfit. Hope the patients like it. Where I had a kitchen floor like that when I bought my first flat in Hackney. If you dropped an apple on the floor, it rolled right the way to the other end of the kitchen. But can you go into hospital wearing a Halloween outfit? You might frighten them, Jill. Anyway. OK, red one. This is slightly narrower, the red one. I mean, not narrow, but narrower than the white one, I think, isn't it? Oh, £12.95. Oh, no, 20 metres, and it's 35 millimetres, that one. I haven't got anything there. Oh, hang on. Now, Caroline, it's 9:15 on a Monday morning. She said, Sweep is a dog, Sooty is a bear, and Sue was a tart. What's she? She went like that, didn't she, Sue? Oh, like that, wasn't she? That's what I think, if I remember rightly. Do you want some bias binding? I've got bias binding. I know. This is lovely bias binding, this one. So if you don't want to make your own black bias binding, always useful to have in your stash. Lot there. 20 metres. It's an inch wide. It's an inch wide. It's an inch wide. £8.95. Now, I wouldn't use that to bind your quilts with or anything like that. That's for binding of seams and you know, kind of your general binding. Because I think it was a bit fine. It feels like a very fine lawn. So don't do your quilts with that. Well done. OK, lots of people buying that one. Well done. It's like bias binding like you buy in the shops. You know, when you get a little bit of cardboard with a bit on. Well, there you're getting 20... Was it 20 metres on there? Yeah. Next. Oh, these are brilliant. The iron switched off. The hams. I said I had hams for Christmas. I didn't mean the hams to eat. Remember, everything is under £15 in this hour. Everything's under £15. I love this. 11. Not 11.00. 11. Don't worry about the fabric on this side being checked. It doesn't run. Because when you're steaming a lot of things on your ham, it's when you're doing a curved seam or a top of a sleeve head or a princess seam or, you know, the kind of empire seams at the back of a jacket and everything. This is just brilliant. If you're not ironing something flat and you just need it to have that little curve to it, or you're doing, you know, the facing on a neck and things like that. Jennifer Mills uses a ham lots and lots. She's in tomorrow and uses a ham lots and lots and lots. £11, that's full of sawdust, traditionally full of sawdust, so it's going to it will absorb the steam from your iron, but then you just leave it to dry, and it'll just dry naturally. I don't think any workshop book should be without one, really. So that's what we call a pressing ham for £11. Right, but then if you want to do this, a sleeve, you've got delicate sleeves, or you've got children's clothes, or something's a little bit smaller that you need to get it really into those curves, like a little sleeve head from here. From that end or that end, you see. You've just got all the different curved shapes on there, you see, and you just get the iron, especially you've got our lovely little mini iron. You could just, the prim mini iron, you could just get into those seams and everything. £7.45. Now, you see, brilliant presents. These are things that people often think, oh, I don't need one of those. And then it's only when you have one and you suddenly realise. It's the other day I suddenly reached across for a sleeve board. I was ironing something, I said, well, just get the sleeve board. And I was like, I haven't had a sleeve board since 1988. But do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's the kind of thing that you definitely... We need to get sleeve boards in, don't we, and velvet boards. Have we got... Do we have them? Oh, OK. We haven't got them, but we should get them in. £7.45 for the So Easy Tailor sleeve roll. Also good if you're taking in skinny jeans and you want to press the seam around the bottom of a skinny jean. You've still got skinny jeans, haven't you, Hannah? Oh, no, they're normal jeans. Right, OK, they're the hams. What's next? Kaz. Bore da cariad, that means good day, darling, in Welsh. My time clock's all wrong too. Oh, I know, it's awful, isn't it? Looking forward to the Tim Holtz later on this morning. Another bright sunny day in South Wales. I don't know what it's doing here, actually. I don't know what the weather is here, because it was dark, obviously, when we came in. Yeah, Tim Holtz in the 11 o'clock show. In the 11 o'clock. He's not. The fabric I've got in there. Anne May, good morning, John. Watching the channel now is like having breakfast with an old friend. Less of the old. Anne May. She loves it, says Anne May. Thank you. Have you all voted? Have you all been to vote on the British Craft Awards? Just Google British Craft Awards, right? It's not just to do with us, it's to do with all sorts of sewers and quilters and everything all over the country and everything. But go and have a look at it, because you can win prizes. Casting votes can win prizes, as they say. Oh, that, yeah. This is very popular, this. Oh, hang on. You have to make a bag to go on it, obviously. It's the Prim Antique Brass Colour Bag Fastening. Now, this is really good as well, because, you know, normally we just stick... We've got a bag made up of this, haven't we? I'm sure I've got a bag that's made up of this one. Not only do you glue into the crevice of this one, there's also holes that you can do a really lovely stitching detail through. And now, you do get instructions, but the instructions are in there, so I can't get them out. But you do get... There they are. You do get the instructions to go with it, of how to make a bag to go with it. No. Which one? The floral bunny? Right. The floral bunny is in the lead. Only 9 left. Hello! How do you think it talks then, Hannah? Hello. Hello. That doesn't work, does it? Hello. My name's Floral Bunny, and I'm here... No. Hello. All right, mate. Phil Mitchell Bunny. Hang on, let's squidge your toe. No, it doesn't... Yours doesn't laugh like that. Don't know what that noise was. I do apologise. Anyway, this is 10:95. Concentrate, Michael. Now, we had 5:05 yesterday. Joy was very, very, very happy yesterday. Right, now this one, I'm going to read it, because I said there's 3:03, there's 4:04, there's 5:05. This is 3:03. This is scrapbooking cards and paper, this one's useful. Also, make sure you protect it. It's glue, basically. It's permanent. It's not repositional. It's a permanent glue. But it's an aerosol can. I'm not going to spray it, don't worry. But it's an aerosol can. So it's, you know, make sure you cover your work surface before you start spraying it as well. Make sure you've got the windows open. All you do is protect the work surface first. Make sure all your surfaces are clean and dry. Shake well. Spray from a distance of 20 centimetres evenly on the back of the item to be positioned. Put the item on the desired location. Press strongly. There you go. But be careful using that. Be careful using that. Right? Metal threads now. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Which one would you like first, Hannah? Multicoloured. Look, all those gorgeous, fabulous colour there. $12.95. Now, these are cotton. They're cotton threads. $12.95. It's got a silky sheen finish to it as well. Look, isn't it lovely? That's called the spring collection there. Lilacs and lavenders, pinks and yellows and golds and blues. You see, that'd be a lovely present, wouldn't it? That'd be a really lovely... Because they're beautifully presented as well, aren't they? Is that right? How many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aren't they lovely? Spring collection. Not the spring kit. It's called says spring kit on the graphics. It's spring collection. Cotton with the sateen finish on there. Lovely, beautiful colours. And it's cotton, remember? Cotton, cotton, cotton. The hams are good for bag making too, and I use mine all the time. Oh, there you go. I didn't even think of that, not being a bag maker. Thank you, Kaz. I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else in here. 100% cotton, 150 metres, 164 yards. I don't know how they divide 150 metres between 8, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be interesting. Well, hang on. What's 164 yards? Oh, yes, 20, just over 20 yards on each one. That's what it is. Is that right? Yeah. No, 140 yards. No, 140 yards in total. Or they, yeah. Yeah. Right, okay, moving on. Yep. Ready. That was spring. This is winter. Winter is coming, as they say on that. Oh, did you watch the Come Dancing show? Strictly Come Dancing. Your husband-to-be, Anna, oh, did you know he's married with 2 children, just so you know? Yeah, he's lost so much weight. He's he's obviously working really hard. He's lost so much weight. I'm talking about Kush, who's on Strictly Come Dancing. Hannah's a little bit in love with him. That's the winter collection, the blues, the greys. Is there black in there as well? Charcoal, silver. $12.95. Nice, aren't they? See, they're lovely. Again, lovely present to buy. Very limited. Although I've been told that was very limited. The winter kit's very limited. It's not winter kits, it's winter collection. Very limited on that one. I want to go storage next. Oops. Yes. This is always popular, this one. We did have it in purple as well. We've just got it in the pink now. Fantastic for fat quarters. Fantastics for Hannah's packed lunch. Creative Options Pro Latch Project Box in magenta. $8.95. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's here, I've got it. How big is it? It is 14 inches across, which is 36 centimetres. It is 14 inches wide, which is 36 centimetres, and 3 inches deep, which is 8 centimetres. Brilliant. Fat quarters, scissors, anything. Or, do you know what would be brilliant? If you go to classes, you know, we were talking yesterday about Joy's, the classes Joy does, and you go to one of Joy's classes, and you need to take your things with you. You know what I mean? You can just pop things in here. Like, I haven't got scissors, but I'm just popping different, you know, and then you've got, so you don't have to take your whole workshop with you. Like project, or if you're working on like 3 or 4 projects at the time, but you're doing them at different times, have a box for each project, put a label on the top which project it is, and then you can, you know, if you're doing, that project's the kitten. Meow. You know what I mean? It's kind of different projects. Keep different projects in different... Especially if you're doing patchworking or quilting and you've got 2 on the go at the same time, you want to keep the bits separate. You know what I mean? Fantastic. That's only $8.95. Oh. Marcia. Now, you know Marcia, who's made a blue quilt for her husband's birthday, and she's hand quilted it. And I said, I want to see a picture of him wrapped in it. Well, we've got a picture of the quilt. No husband. She finished it last week. Now, not only did she hand quilt it, she also hand stitched the binding. And it's... So the front is made of a design roll, jelly roll, and a metre of plain fabric. Oh, Marcia, that's lovely. Nice. Oh... Thank you, because my next... I'm sorry, I'm looking at the picture again. My next door, you know, Chris next door to me, she and her ladies, the Chipping Camden ladies, they do jelly roll challenges where they have to make something out of jelly roll really quickly. So, Marcia, that's lovely. Where does he keep it? On the bed, or is it on the sofa? It's nice, though, isn't it? Love all the blues in there. Anyway, that's the first storage there. That's the first storage. Then the second storage... Oh, now I love this. Right? This one has got dividers in it. Right? Now, these dividers here are fixed. Those ones there, that one there, that one there, that one there are fixed. So if you want to carry your scissors or your little rulers or anything like that, rotary cutter, you can do. But say you do beading, or say you do something with lots and lots of little components, you get these. I'm not going to snap them. Oh, you get these, right? What you do is you snap one off, you cut one off there. I'll just let you see that. You cut that off there, you get rid of that thing in the middle, and then they slide in between the, here, let me show you. They slide in between, see what I mean? So you can make lots of little sections. If you've got lots of little, say you make your own jewellery, for instance, you've got all different, or you do beading, and you've got all your different beads, you can slide the dividers in there so you can have all your different beads have their own compartments. I know, it's brilliant. Or you can, I mean, you can do anything. You can put thread. You can make them as big or as small as you want. You can either put one in every one, have small compartments, or do them in every second or third one along. £9.95. Tis brilliant. Love that. The bunny, which is way in the lead. There's only 2 of those left. Hello. Hello, darling. I've got ditchy ears. He's so cute. I think it's a boy. It's definitely a boy, isn't it? Do you not think? Oh, no. Hannah thinks it's a little girl bunny. OK. Not that Hannah's got no life. She's decided it's a grumpy little girl called Prudence. You see, I don't think it is. I think he's called Terence. Oh, but look at that picture you just had there. Look at how grumpy the hedgehogs look looking over there. What do you mean he's in the lead? What do you mean? What do you mean he's winning? Why aren't we being bought? Could do a whole show, couldn't I? Oh, right, both of these are now in single figures. Both the Metler threads are now in single figures. The winter collection, Winter is coming, Jon Snow. I'm full of the impressions today, aren't I? I really would want to do, what's she called? What's my favourite Daenerys? What's she called? Khaleesi. I love Khaleesi. Winter is coming. Or spring collection. Zebedee. Nice. OK, they're down to single figures, though. Is that what we said? Yeah, single figures. Right, last bit of storage here. I'm just checking I haven't got any more storage. This is a posh bobbin box. It's really, really funny, because, you know, I gave my Bonina away to my friend Dulcie, right? And then I've got this Indian kind of wall hanging that's got little pockets on it that used to be in my back bedroom when I lived in Twickenham, and it's now hanging in the hall in my new house. Well, it's not new, I've been there for years now. But and then I thought, what's in those pockets? It's full of bobbins. Just all put in there together. Now, this is where they should be living, in this lovely bobbin box. 32 bobbins. Oh, now you see £4.45. Ideal as a little gift. Ideal if you're doing a Secret Santa. They're threads in there, they're not scratches, they're threads. £4.45. Nice, isn't it? Just simple. Something you'd never really think of just buying, really, but get one now. Remember, you can keep checking out as often as you like, because you only pay 1p and p at the end of the day. At the end of the day, there's another day dawning. Da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, I'll go through all this again if you want. If there's anything you want me to show you again, or measure for you, or look around or anything, just let me know. And I'll... Oh, I was looking for... I'll tell you what I was looking for. I was looking for the little box of little thing. Alice? Who the heck is Alice? Well, it's this. That's a song, isn't it? £13.95 these are. Now, they're not leather, are they? Hannah's just Googling it now to make sure. They've got a little bit of stretch to them. That's what they look like here. How big are they? Cotton with wooden rings. There they are. Do you know what they remind me of? You know the gymnasts, when it's hanging like that? And they go like that. Right. £13.95. You get two. How long are they? Someone's just said. Should make saying. Hang on. Have you got how long they are on your thing? 62 centimetres they are. 62 centimetres. Just so you can see, if you make a bag, that's how long it'll be. My shirt's got very creased today, hasn't it? Hello, Reva. What is the difference... Oh, hang on. No, what is the distance between the fixed dividers in the storage box you just showed? Well, it depends how many you put in. Let me have a look for you. Right, so these you can't move. These are all about 2 inches, right? These are all... These... Let me take those out. These are all 2 inches apart. So you've got 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. But then, if you have a look here, you can either make a compartment, you can make 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments of 1 3/4 inches and 2 compartments of 3.5 inches. So I haven't got any scissors to chop one off, but so if you put that one in there, for example, right, Reva, this here is 3.5 inches, this bit here. That bit's 3.5 inches, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. But then this bit, if you put another one here, that there is 1 3/4 inches between there and there. But obviously, if you don't want it 1 3/4 inches, you can put that there, and that would make it just over 3 inches, wouldn't it? Oh, it would make it 3.5, wouldn't it? So, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Did you get my gist? I hope that was right. Is that what you meant, Reva? Let me know, and I can always get it out again. Oh, I've just snapped that one now. Oh, that's fine. How are you, Nurse Julie? Lovely to see your cheery face in the morning. Makes the morning better. Oh, Julie, I hope you're feeling better, my love. Right. I've got loads to do still. Better get a move on. The embroidery, the transfers, they're not... Yes, the transfers. I've got them here. I'll just get them for you. Yeah. So, I've got 2 of these embroidery transfers. Now, we were doing transfers over the weekend, weren't we, with that Mandy? Sure. So this one here is Epic. Now, I've got Epic open in my trolley, so you can see. This is like this. These are your Epic transfer. Now, obviously, they're back to front on the paper, because when you iron them on, you'll get them right around. So they're Epic for if you're going to do embroidery. Got all the instructions and everything. You get all the instructions as well, which are here. Let me just have a quick read. Oh, I thought it would stand up. To imprint these patterns, carefully cut out around the chosen designs and arrange. Set the iron for cotton, hottest setting, no steam. No steam. Important, iron your fabric before imprinting to warm it up, and it smooths out any wrinkles. Place the transfer ink side down where you want it to appear. Hold the pattern securely in place. You can pin it, but I just hold it with one finger. That's not me, I'm reading this. And cover it at once with the iron, pressing and passing over the design quickly and firmly without shifting it. That's in bold. Check the darkness by carefully pulling back a corner of the design. Repeat the design elsewhere for multiple images. Oh, so how many times can you use it? Let's say 8. So you can use each of those letters up to 8 times each. So that's Epic. $6.95. I've also got, I think it's called Tattoo, the other one is. Oh, no, Fantasy. Hang on, let me put them back in the right envelope, otherwise I'll get into trouble. Oh, the other one's not. Let me have a look. Oh, now, who did this trolley, you or Hayley? It's wrong. Which one have we got? We've got Tattoo or we've got Fantasy? We've got Tattoo. Hayley's given me Fantasy. So that's wrong. So I'll have to open this one. This one, letters again. They are letters again. But this time, they've got the highlight. Like, I don't know why they called it Tattoo, because Tattoo makes it sound like aggressive. But it's not aggressive. Look, it's lovely letters like this. See what I mean? They all match, don't they? See, whereas the other ones we did were all different. They're lovely, aren't they? $6.95. So you can do the same with your hot iron. Use them up to 8 times each. And then you can just use that as your transfer to do your embroidery. Oh, you got numbers as well, look. Numbers as well. And some little scrolly squids. At the bottom there, that's a squid at the bottom there. Wind. Oh, and a dagger. What? Oh, and look at this one. Now, I think Jay's tattoo's inside one of those, isn't it? Isn't your tattoo inside a scroll? Let me look. Oh, no, dirty clouds, Jay's got, sorry. Thought he got it inside a scroll. $6.95. Obviously, these aren't for your skin. These are for fabric. Just so you know. Do not, I repeat, do not iron them on your skin, Jay. Oh, now Sheila, what's she sent a picture of? Is it sitting on a quilt? Oh, look. Right, what's it called? Sweep. There you go. That's the... we're sweep a spaniel then. Is that a spaniel? Or a cocker spaniel. We're sweep a cocker spaniel. Because it's had ears like that, didn't it? But I bet your dog doesn't talk like sweep. No, I'm not doing that again because you'll took the mickey out of me. Oh, wonder clips. We use these a lot. Thank you, though, Sheila, for your picture. Gorgeous dog. Hannah's very bitter today, isn't she? She's been in such a bad mood. I've not seen her for 2 weeks. She took all those lovely pictures in... Where were you? Bosnia? Where'd you go on holiday? Where did you go? Bulgaria. She couldn't remember. Jay had to just tell me. £7.95. And then apparently she's been in a really bad mood since she came back. £7.95 for 10. Joy used these all day. Was it yesterday? Joy used these? What day did we use these? We used these this week, haven't we? So, oh no, I'll tell you, Lucy was using for a handbag to put a zip in yesterday. £7.95 for 10 of them. Ideal, perfect. You won't. If you haven't had them before, you won't realise how much you needed them until you've got them. Next. Oh, I love these. Right. Which ones? I've got 2 of these needles. We'll do the red one first. These are Quilters Premium Fine Needles, 26mm. This is how yours will arrive. Oh, actually, they're different. Oh, no. My bad. On telly, they look like that looks like purple and that looks black, doesn't it? But they're both purple, look. But look, I love these, right? Watch this, right? Take the top off. All your needles are in there and you think, oh, how am I going to get those edge on? Oh, no! And then you can take your needle out, go off and do your sewing, come back, put your needle in there. Oops, one job, John. Put them away. Oh, and if you drop it over there, it'll fall out, look. Shall I show you again? The magnet, some sort of magnet, I don't know, don't ask me the mechanics of it. But they are the 26mm Quilters Premium Fine. Oh, look. You can put them away, watch. Oh. I'm not very good. There you go. So they're those. Then I've got the one with the white top. So these are extra fine and fine, 23 and 26mm. These are the ones in the purple jar with the white top. Oh. It's like magic, that. Mike's very entertained by these. No, not you. Not you. Michael in the studio. How much are they? £4.45. They're brilliant. 20 needles. New quality. By Prim. Quilting needles. Lovely. Lovely. Right, Metla thread in winter, sold out. Oh, no, Reva, if you want this, there's only one of these left. There's only one of these left. Oh, my word, you've been busy. Well, I've been wittering away here. Right, so that's £9.95. There's only one left. And then I'll put that in here because I don't think I'll be showing that one again. And then this one here, single figures now. Oh, wrong way up, John. Single figures. That one needs a good wipe, doesn't it? That one's a bit grubby, Jay. Say that again. Oh, right, now there were 9. When I last picked that up, there were 9. There's now 4. We will be reordering it. But there's only 4. If you want that now. I don't know if we're going to be able to reorder in time for Christmas, though. So if you are thinking of Christmas, there's only 4 of those. Don't know what the deal is, me, I'm afraid. I'm the last person to know, as per. Which one? OK, I'm going to do the crayons. Is that all right? These are brilliant, right? Now, we did sell Michael Moon. It was Michael Moon fabric, wasn't it? We used to colour in. I've got a little piece of it here. But you can use these on any fabric. Use them on any fabric. And once you've fixed them, They're washable up to 40 degrees. They won't run. What you do is you draw your design or you do your colouring in. You then let it dry for a little while. Then you iron it, the back of the fabric, you iron it on a hot iron, and then it's fixed. Then it's fixed, right? And then you can wash it up to 40 degrees wash. Now, you see here, that's one, I'll show you, one pen. But there's two ends. You've got a fat end and a thin end. So if you want to do very fine work, use the thin end. If you want to do more colouring in or more bold letters, you can use the fat end. And I've got a little bit of fabric here to show you how it works. Oh, have we got some? Because Jay's given me the tiniest piece of fabric to colour in, hasn't he? If you go to our website, I've gone out the lines, look. If you go to our patterned fabric department on the website, we've got some of those left on the website. Are there any? There's no the Christmas ones left, are there? No, none of the Christmas ones left. I'm just going to recolour that one in so you can't see where I've gone out the lines. I can't be having that. Yes. Yeah, because they'll be watching, going, oh, he's not very good at the colouring in, is he? I'm blending. There you go. Yeah. And then you iron the back with a hot iron. Fix it, 40 degrees. It's then washable, 40 degrees. Yeah, we got to allow dry. You got the now. Allow dry. Oh, I've made a mistake. It's not like me. You have to let it dry for 6 hours. I didn't know that. You have to let it dry for 6 hours. Then you iron the back on the cotton setting. Then it's machine washable. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. They're brilliant, aren't they? The which one? The what is? Ham or the sausage roll? Right, these are both selling incredibly well. This is the ham, £11. Lovely cotton twill. That's like a lovely calico on the back there. £11 filled with the sawdust. Fantastic. It's very malleable as well. Brilliant. And now, as Cass said, it's good for bag making as well. Morning, John. You always make me smile. Whatever happy pills you're on, can I buy some? Sheila, sadly, no. This is how it comes. But then you sound very miserable. As soon as they turn the camera off, I'm like, bit miserable. I'm miserable old so-and-so. Nearly swore then. Miserable old so-and-so at home. Then there's this one. This is the sausage roll. Reaver. Thanks. I meant the distance between the ones that can't be moved. Oh, I did that, didn't I? I want something to put my hexes in before sewing them together. Oh, Reaver, I hope you got it, because there's only one left. Oh, does that mean you got two? Does that mean you got two? Oh, it's gone now anyway. Dancing ham. Right, that's the sleeve roll. Right, now, which one? Got two Velcros here. Velcro for fabric, stick on. Stick on for fabrics. Now, sometimes you just need... Now, it's funny, because the other place I work, yeah, we have to say one-touch fastening, but this is really, really, really cool Velcro. Velcro stick on ovals in black. You get 8 sets. Oh, already, blimey. I better hurry up. I've only got 8 minutes left. 7 minutes left now. No sewing, no gluing, no ironing required. Simply peel, stick and done. Wash and dry the fabric before applying. Peel from release liner. Press adhesive onto fabric. Reaches full permanent bond after 24 hours. Works better on cotton, polyester, poly blends and nylon. Oh, that was the cardboard box. That wasn't me. Oh, you didn't hear it? You didn't hear anything. I'll make it louder next time. Right, and then the white one. Now, the white one's not in dots. It's in straight lines. Again, exactly the same. Just wash and dry the fabric before applying. Peel the release from the liner. Press adhesive onto fabrics. They haven't put it over their window. I don't know. You get 19 millimetres by 6. Look at the picture, right? We can't figure out what that is. Why isn't it? How funny. I wonder if they've stuck the Velcro to the fabric and then also stuck the Velcro to a window. Anyway, stranger things. Right, come on, be serious. We've only got 7 minutes left. Eyelets. Right, let's start off with the start. Oh, hang on. No, we're all right. Which one would you like? Right, okay. Now this is the heavy-duty snaps, these are. These aren't eyelets. Neither of them are eyelets. That's why I got confused. She said, do the eyelets, and I haven't got eyelets. This is the heavy-duty snaps nickel 15 minute. Now, this is a starter kit. Now, what you've got to remember with this is inside there is the tool to actually attach these to the fabric. Do not throw the tool away. You need to supply your own hammer. But these two little tooly bits here are in there. There's one in there. Can you see there's the pointy thing in there? Not pointy thing, like a tube thing in there. And then that one there's like a disc one. You need both of those to create these. But what you then do is don't throw the tool away, because we will then sell you at a later date the snaps, replacement snaps if you need them, then without the tool. $4.95, rust-proof brass, tool included. That's not me. Right, and then I've also got one by Millwood. So what size were they? They were 15mm 12 sets. These are 15mm 10 sets. These are slightly different. These are like press studs you do on your anorak. And again, this has got a tool in it. Different tool to attach them there. 15 of them, £6.95. What colour are they then? They are... Ooh. I'd say they were brass, antique brass colour. Yeah, brass coloured. Or messing, or otone, or laiton, or laton. Interesting. I don't know what language that. British, German, Italian, French, and Elizabethan. What's E then? Yeah, I'm showing my ignorance now. What country is E? Well, anyway, I'll go with Elizabethan. £6.95. Right, I've got to be quick. What have I missed out? So I've got my buttons. I haven't done buttons. I've got the buttons, the clasp. And that, and that. So I've got 3 things I haven't shown you. But if there's anything you want to see, let me know quickly, because I've got to go in a minute. Buttons first. Heart-shaped buttons. They're called Heartbreaker, these. Oh, £2.95. Valentine pack. Perfect in time for Valentine's Day. Why would you do Heartbreaker on Valentine's Day? You're supposed to make somebody's day, not break their heart. Anyway, they're only, £2.95. £2.95, 30 of them. They're cute, aren't they? Different colours, and the pink and the red and the white. OK, now this, we've got a bag with this on, haven't we, Jay? This is a really, isn't it Gucci-esque? It's like I'll show you the back there, look. Like a clasp for a bag. £5.50, it's in the brass colour. Antique, oh, it would go lovely with the studs. So if you're going to stud a bag, you can put that on it as well. It's got the big, is that lobster, that's not lobster claw, is it? That's, it's got a name, hasn't it? It's something spring, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, £5.50. And then my last other thing I haven't shown yet, and then I'll do a quick recap, is this pressing cloth. Now, what they've done is, it's like, I always say, when I show you the other Teflon one, I say, fold it in half, make a sound. This one's already folded in half for you. And what they've done is they've done a corner cut off the edge here, so you know this is always the top. You always use this as the top side, so that you're only ever going to get your gunk and everything on that side there. £14.95. Misty Fuse Goddess non-stick ironing sheet, £14.95. I know. It looks a bit weird colour-wise when you first see it, but it does the job. And also, when you take that sticker off, don't use it with that sticker on, by the way. That yours has to come off when you get yours. And it gets very, very hot. My warning there is, like the Teflon one, it does get hot when you iron it. OK? Right, a recap on anything, very quickly before I go. The hams have been popular. That one's £11. Yeah, you can see all of these. All of these will be listed below me if you're watching on the web. Hams are popular. That's the £11 one. I'll take that one out of stock. I need to iron my shirt in the break, I think. Do I change my shirt, maybe? Nah. That one's the £11 one. That's the So Easy Taylor's pressing ham. And then this one is the sleeve board. You know what? I've not got time to recap on everything. If it hasn't sold out, it's all listed below me on the website there. This one's the sleeve roll, this one. £7.45. Right, now, has the bunny sold out? There's one bunny left. If you want the blue Liberty, no, not Liberty, floral eared bunny, there's one left. £10.95. And how many of my mermaids are left? I can't hear a word you're saying. Switch me off. Do what? Oh, no, I might have to bring my mermaid back later. That's lovely. I'll get Jay to make it in the next hour. Jay can make that, because he's not doing anything today. Don't go anywhere. Jenniffer Taylor's back. And we're doing a gorgeous... We've done a bundle kit with apron, pot holder, and oven glove, right? And there's 2 kits you can use all year long, and then 2 kits are like for Christmas. So if you want a special Christmas apron, if you want a special Christmas pot holder, then we've got 2 different versions. There's one called Santa and one called Mitten and Hats. So don't go anywhere. Get yourself a cup of tea or watch the important messages in this advert break, and we will see you, me and Jenniffer, in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us.
Hi, I'm Angie Atwood, and here are some of my top tips. One of my top tips is how to easily thread a sewing needle, hand sewing needle. Instead of trying to push something flexible, which is your thread, through the eye of a needle, if you swap them over in your hands and hold the very, very tip of the thread just between your finger and thumb, and then take the more rigid needle and place the eye of the needle over the thread, then you will thread it far more easily. My second tip is with regard to pins. A little bit like the world of wadding, where there's such a huge range, there's also a huge range of pins out there, but particularly for patchwork, for very fine piecing and accurate piecing, it's a very good idea to invest in some very fine pins, sort of the silk pin weight. These ones here are a particularly good size for piecing patchwork, and it's not until really you put them up against some other kind of pins that you realise then that the larger ones almost feel like knitting needles. These are great for quilting, when you're pinning through quilting, but for your piecing you want very fine precision silk piecing pins. My third top tip is regarding your fabric. I know it's beautiful when you get your fabric and it arrives from Sewing Quarter beautifully in its box, and it's all beautifully folded. The first thing that you want to do is to open it right up and have a look at the whole expanse of fabric. My top tip would be to not unfold it too far, certainly no further than when it's folded off the bolt like that. It makes cutting so much easier if you haven't disturbed it too much off the bolt. You can get yourself a nice fresh cut edge and then turn it over and start cutting away very accurately.
Did you know there are multiple ways you can contact us, even if it's just to ask a question? Our friendly team are always on standby. You can call our customer service team at 0800 112 4433, email us at help@sewingquarter.com, visit our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter @SewingQuarter, and even message us through our website, and our presenters will answer your questions live on air.
It's lovely, isn't it? Look, oven glove, apron, and pot holder. You know, like when the pots are a bit hot and you want to get them... Or the plates, when you get the plates out of the oven because they're a bit hot to serve your dinner up with. We've done a bundle. Jennifer's going to make the apron for you in the next hour. But we've done this fabulous bundle that includes all of this. Come and have a look. Come and have a look. Come and look. Let's do that one first, right? Let's do that one first. So what you get... Oh, hang on. What you get in the kit is you get your fabric, right? I think Hannah might have switched me off. So you get this lovely vegetable fabric. You get a total of 2.5 meters. You get 1.5, is it right? 1.5 and 1, is that right? 1.5 of the vegetable fabric and 1 of the purple. You get the thread. You get the interfacing. You get the instructions. And you get the wadding. Blimey, you get a lot in that one, don't you? £39.99. So 2.5 metres of fabric, interfacing, thread, 2 lots of instructions, and the wadding, £39.99. I've also got my other non-Christmas one. My other non-Christmas one, I'll just turn these around, is this one. So you've got the chickens, or the cockerels, like in an ochre colour. 1.5 metres of that. 1 metre of the grey, you get the thread, you get the interfacing, you get the wadding, you get the 2 lots of instructions. £39.99. Just saying what else you get there. So, yeah, that's everything. It's just this haberdashery. There they go. There you go. 2 lots of 2 patterns. 2.5 metres of fabric, thread, wadding, and interfacing. £39.99. Now, my 2 Christmas ones. My 2 Christmas ones. Now, the one that Jennifer's about to use is this one, which is very, very fresh. It's hats and mittens. Hats and mittens. 1.5 metres of this. 1 metre of the pistachio. The thread. The interfacing. The wadding, and the 2 lots of instructions, £39.99. Very Christmassy, very lovely. Now, the other one, this next one, the last one, there's the still of it all. Say this again. Oh, yeah, they've missed the A off and. I do apologise. Now, that was the deliberate mistake in that one. Check out the deliberate mistake in this one. I love it. I love this one as a bundle. I love the colours, right? Snowflakes on red, 1.5 metres. 1 metre of the green. Thread, interfacing, and the wadding, and the 2 lots of instructions. £39.99. It's lovely, isn't it? There you go. It's like the emerald green, that one, isn't it? £39.99. Right, well, let's go over, because we're going to... Oh, yeah, have a look at the maid apron. Oh, I'm supposed to wheel that over as well, aren't I? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right, OK, so I'll just do that and that. And this. I have. There we go. Jennifer's back. Oh, won't go any further. There you go. It's a very pretty little apron, isn't it? So, before we start on the apron... We also, that's nice, the pot holder's upside down there. We've also got the instructions for the pot holder. Now, these are lovely, really lovely sewing quarter. We're not gonna make these, but we're just going to show you that you also get the instructions and everything, and the fabric, obviously, to make those. And a full set of instructions there. Full set of instructions, everything you need to do. So you've got your matching pot holder and your oven glove to go with your apron as well. So you get all of that, you get all that, you get enough fabric to make all 3 things as well. Because sometimes when you get a kit, you go, well, you can either make this and this, or that and that, or this and this. No. All in. You can make all of it in the fabric that you've got there. So now the apron... Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, go on, talk about that.
I like it.
That's lovely, isn't it?
The purple looks great with that fabric, doesn't it? Looks lovely. It's not too dissimilar from our hangings, is it?
No, exactly.
No. So if you're wondering as a like kind of how does it happen very quickly without reading the instructions, it's very similar to our advent calendar.
Yes.
But the only difference is it's not turned out, it's finished off with a binding.
Yes.
So you are literally stacking it on top of each other. So that one's been quilted, so it's got your main fabric and your purple packing, and then they've obviously quilted it. That one's just a sandwich together, finished off with the binding at the top. Place them on top of each other and then just sew around and then finish off with your binding. It's that simple, but so effective.
Exactly.
I love it.
I know, and I just think it's really lovely if you are having guests round or something like that, and you just want just that little bit extra, especially if you can do a Christmas one like you are. I mean, this one's perfect for all year round, as is the chickens one. Yeah. But these two, this one you're doing and the Santa snowflake one.
It's the Christmas special, isn't it?
Very, very Christmas special, because, you know, everyone's around, everyone's cooking, everyone's running around, you're cooking and everything. I just think it'd be nice to add to the, you know.
Definitely.
And you want to wear a Christmas jumper.
Presentation on things, isn't it, at the table.
Exactly.
So having a nice pot holder as you're taking over the roast buds. Love it.
Don't, it's not 11:15 yet, we can't talk about food yet.
Nearly.
Are the instructions easy to follow?
Nice and clear, lovely and clear. And the great thing about this one as well, if you're a little bit put off by patterns, cut out, there is no, it's not a pattern. It's basically rectangles. That's all it is.
So you've not got pattern pieces to lay down to cut out.
So you just need to cut out the size rectangles, and again, all the breakdown is on there for you. So in this section here, it says cutting out. So everything you need is in that section, and then we'll go from there basically. So yeah, you two can make this.
And
really
all of it is in the kit. All the instructions with pictures and writing, everything's in the kit there. Fantastic. Right, let's start.
So if you wanted to upscale or downscale it, so you could just make a mini-me apron if you like, then you just need to reduce down your...
Well, it's funny because when we made this one, a friend of ours has got like a 1940s, 1950s tea house, and we were saying this would be lovely for like your kind of waitresses to wear, or if you wanted to make it a little bit shorter, so it was just not a serviceable apron, but it looked like a pretty apron.
Like a Britain apron.
Or because Jess made these, and of course Jess is that tall, isn't she?
Yeah.
If Jess made it, she'd want it like a little bit longer.
And actually, it's 1.5 meters of the main fabric, isn't it? So if, for instance, you didn't want to do your pot, but to be fair, I think you might even still have enough. You could lengthen this, and where it only goes to the half point of the apron there, you could almost make it into a full skirt.
Yeah, take it all the way round. Yes, exactly. I mean, that's why we always give the... Because also, you're not going to use 1/2 meter of fabric for just those little bits of purple there. You know what I mean? You've got the plain one that's left.
Yeah, you've got plenty of fabric there to do.
OK, so where are we starting then?
OK, so first of all, obviously the task is cutting out all of your pieces, so make sure you've got all of those. But the first thing that you need to do on your list of to-dos is your bodice, the front part of or the bib, if you like. So it's this section here that we're working on. So that consists of 2 pieces of fabric and your contrasting fabric as well. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is just attach these two together. Now, you do have interfacing in with your kits. Right. So I've actually interfaced the 2 front sections and then not the lining section. Right, OK. So I decided to use the hats and mittens for my lining, but you could go with your pistachio colour, isn't it?
Yes, of course, yes.
You can go with your pistachio if you want to. So just right sides together, we're going to stitch along that, and it's a 1.5 seam allowance.
Sorry, how much?
1.5 seam allowance.
OK, and it tells you that's in the instructions.
In the instructions, all in the instructions. You're going to say something, John? Was that the ad? You're going to say something?
No, I'm just listening to Hannah.
Oh, OK.
The bundle that you... Yeah. Oh, my word. Right, the bundle of the one with the vegetables and the purple trim, there's only 5 left. If you want that, there's only 5 of those left.
OK, so you've got your pistachio bold print at the top, and then obviously your heart. So what you need to do is open out your... What I would do is press this all into what I'm going to call the yoke, or the facing, actually. But I'm going to clip that back first. So I'm just going to clip one of the sides. So in this case, it's the pistachio. My teeth in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not finding that very easy to say to do.
Pistachio.
Pistachio. So you only cut one of them?
Yeah, so I've just graded that a little bit just to reduce the bulk. Yeah. And then I'm just going to quickly press my seams into that green...
Oh, OK.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
Fabric.
Would you, if you were making this for yourself to wear on Christmas Day, would you wash the fabrics first?
Well, as a rule of thumb, you should always wash your fabrics first. But because it's just an apron and it's not like it's going to be... It's not... Well, it's a tie back for starters.
Oh yes.
Do you know what I mean?
So if you do have a little bit of shrinkage, which all cottons do have, it's not going to suddenly not fit like a blouse or a skirt.
Yeah, exactly. So the rule would be yes.
Yes.
But for this case, I'd just say no. Yeah. I just say no. So I'm just going to top stitch that seam allowance down.
In the bundle, if you're panicking about the blue thread, in the bundle, in this one, you actually get a pistachio thread.
Yes.
So your top stitching will blend in with your...
Yeah, sorry, I've just done it so you can really see what I'm doing, that's all, okay? So that's that front bit done. So that's all done and dusted now. So there's your lovely green pistachio on top of your hats and mittens.
Should we just call it green?
No. I am going to get to it by the end of the day, end of the session. So I'm just looking for my other strip. Hold on. Not those. There it is.
I can see green, yeah.
Right then, so before we attach our lining to the top of our bib, we need to work on our neck strap, which is this section here.
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, now, if you're going to go with the button detail...
Yes.
What you would need to do is just pull your right sides together, but obviously because we're using this lovely green fabric...
Yes.
It doesn't matter which side, to be fair. You'd stitch down the one end and come across, so you'd have a hole in the bottom part of the fabric, and then you'd turn it out. If you're going to do the button detail that's on it. But if you don't want that, then what I would suggest you do is just stitch straight down, and so you've got an opening at both the top and the bottom.
Yes.
Now this is quite lengthy, so you can see on our mannequin here that it's enough to get our head in and out of, which we tried that earlier. So if the idea of buttonholes are really freaking you out, then this is the method that you use.
Because that's an actual working button on that one, isn't it?
Yes, it's a real one, yeah.
So if you want to, I mean, we've got these just these cream buttons with 3 in here.
I'm just going to
if you want to do a button, you want to put it's like a pretend bone or horn, but it's not. Obviously, it's plastic. That's the 3. Oh, they're wood. They could say wood effect. That says a wood effect. I don't know what wood that is, but $1.95 for 3 of them. $1.95 for 3 of those. If you want to do a button, so you doing it without the button
I'm doing
today?
it without a button, just to show you the alternative method. So all I'm doing is just stitching down the length of that strip. So again, I've not deviated from the cutting pattern sizes.
Yes.
But if, for instance, what I would suggest I would do. So if you are going to up or down scale your pattern for whatever reason, you're making it for a small person, for instance, I would literally just drape the tape measure around your neck and just take a measurement. So it's basically an upper bust measurement. So you're going down to that section here. So just go up and around the neck, take that measurement and lift it off. And then again, don't forget to add your seam allowances. And then you'll know whether that you need to extend or shorten that strap.
Now, if you're making it for a gift for somebody, and you don't want to ask them what their measurement is, you could almost do it with 2 straps coming from here, couldn't you? That they could then tie, make them slightly longer, and then they could just tie a little bow at the back here. And also, if you've had your hair done for Christmas...
Oh, gosh,
maybe you don't want to pull the thing.
No, you don't.
Am I set in the 1960s still here?
No, I love the idea of that.
But, you know, have your hair done for Christmas on Christmas Eve, Christmas morning. Sleep with you sitting up in bed with your hairnet on. I am set in the 1960s. And you don't want to put your apron over top. Then you have one with a tie on the back. What, do you need something?
I was just looking for the dobber. But just so you know, this is around 24 inches.
Right. So you can make 2 a little bit longer than that to if you're going to do a tie at the back there.
Yes, you could. That's right. So again, this is your apron. You can make it however you like. I do quite like the button detail on that.
Yes, because then that way you can undo the button, put it round the hairdo, Christmas morning hairdo.
Look at you. I love that.
I know. I suddenly saw my nan on Christmas morning there when I was talking about that.
I think I like to get dressed up on Christmas.
Oh no, I think it's important. Well, I'll be here, so I've got to be dressed up. But yes, no, I agree with that. I don't think Christmas dinner is the same, or Christmas lunch is the same if you're just sitting there in your jeans and your slippers and everything.
Exactly. And going back to the reason why we've got that, because I don't know about you, but when I really go out on my table, like I like everything to match. And, you know, if there's a glass that's not quite the same, like you've got the wrong set out, like, oh no, we haven't got enough glasses.
You don't have to do that if there's only one of you.
Oh, John. You can still set your table, though.
What? I'm not going to set a table for 8 and sit it on my own.
No, of course not. But you can still have a lovely time. You can come to mine for dinner if you like. Oh, did you see that? The bottom lip.
A would be España, Spain. Oh, Patricia, thank you. I'm so stupid today. Not Elizabethan.
I'm just going to press
sorry.
bit.
We had something. I was reading not the instructions, but the name of it on the back in all the different languages.
Yes.
And I asked out, and I got to one that was E, and I was like, what's E? Hannah said Egypt. I didn't say that out loud, and I said Elizabethan because I couldn't. Anyway, España, of course. Thank you, Spain. Thank you, Patricia, my love.
Although normally it does do ESP, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Sometimes.
Oh no, that's this, isn't it?
Yes,
no, ESP. I'm thinking what Jennifer's thinking now. Yeah, I can tell. Just shut up. She's hungry.
I'm hungry and thinking, how do I pronounce pistachio?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
No.
How are you saying it?
There's no S at the beginning. You're saying pistachio.
No, pistachio.
Pistachio. That's it.
Pistachio.
I don't even eat nuts and I can say it better than you.
Pistachio.
That's it. That's it. You've got it. You've got it. You've got it. By George, she's got it.
By George, I've got it.
So what are you doing now?
So I've turned it inside out.
Yes.
So we don't have any raw edges on the outside. And then just for effect, I'm going to top stitch down those two lengths.
Right. I think maybe if you're doing the... Oh, no, it would work. I was going to say, if you're doing the ones with ties behind you, you might want a bit narrower, because if you tie a bow in that, it might be a bit too much.
That's right. And also, you would actually do it the way that the instructions are, because, so if I just undo that for a moment... Sorry, Mandy the mannequin. You can see that you've got a nice clean edge on the top of that strap, whereas with mine, you've got a raw edge.
Yes.
So if you're going to do a tie back or the button method, then make sure you follow the instructions.
Yes.
But if you're going to do my method, then...
Watch your instructions.
Then listen, watch back the programme. So I'm just going to repeat the process on the other side. Again, this is just purely for decoration. It does add a little bit more structure to your handle as well, which is always a good thing. But really,
and how far in are you sewing?
It's about 2/8.
Yeah.
Or 1/4 inch.
This is the bundle that Jennifer's using. You get the wadding, the 2 lots of instructions, the interfacing, 1.5 metres of the pattern fabric, 1 metre of the plain pistachio, and the pistachio thread. £39.99.
Okay.
Right.
So, there's a step that we need to do in a second, but before we do, it'll make more sense. So, with this, I'm actually going to put my strap, if I just trim the excess threads off first of all. So I'm using the mat as a guide so you can see what I'm doing here.
Okay,
so you can see I've just butted it up on the mat just so you can see the measurements. So I'm going to butt my strap up 1 inch away from the edge.
Okay.
Okay. So pop a pin in there. Pin head out. And then again, I would work it like a bag strap. We've done this before, but for a different project. Because you don't obviously want your neckband to be twisted.
No.
So
but
again,
it kind of looks twisted when you pin it, doesn't it? You kind of think, oh, no, that's not right. But
so as long as you've got right angles like that there, you know you're going to be okay when you open it out. And again, you'll notice I'm 1 inch away from the edge on that side as well, okay? So before we move any further, I am just going to quickly attach those with some stitching, so just a quick tacking stitch. So I'm going to do that within...
But that won't be seen, will it?
No, it won't be seen. So I'm just doing it within the seam allowances.
Yeah.
So that's one.
You won't bother taking those stitches out. If they're in the seam allowance, just leave them where they are.
Leave them in. Leave them in. Oh. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that bit done. So it's looking like a bag at the moment.
I was going to say, it looks like a tote bag, doesn't it?
Trust me, it's not going to be a bag when we're finished. Okay, so now we're going to take our lining section.
Yeah.
And we're going to place that face down, like so. Okay.
Right.
So you notice that I've already gone ahead and marked 1 inch either side. So I've used my water erasable pen to do that. So you can see that mark there.
Yeah.
That's just water erasable pen, just so you know.
Yeah. So that line, that inch line there, does it match up with the edge of the...
Yes.
Yeah, with the edge of the neck... what would you call it?
Neck
loop.
Neck loop.
Yeah.
What does it call it? There is a word. Let's use the terminology, shall we?
Lots of people asking...
Neck strap.
Head strap. Right. You can only get the instructions in the kit. The instructions aren't available separately, I'm afraid.
Okay. Oh. So what we're going to do now, it's pinned in place. I'm making my strap is well out of the way.
Yes.
So I'm using my quilter's ruler. I'm marking up that 1 inch part there.
Right.
Into the corner of the fabric there, and it's a diagonal cut. And that just gives you the shape that you need for your the bib front. So it's not a square. So you could do this with scissors if you want, but it's
yeah.
super quick, isn't it, with the...
With the ruler.
I was a bit worried then, but it's just...
Oh, yes, I saw the faltering there.
Just saw the,
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Da-da-da. So we've got a shape to that now, okay? So it's shorter at the top and bigger at the bottom. So now you've done that cut, then you can start sewing this together. So you're going to sew all the way up, across the top where the straps are and down.
Right.
But make sure you leave that section so it should be the same colour. So if it's that side, it's the wrong side, okay?
Right, okay.
So the yoke bit is at the top.
And how do you avoid sewing through the strap?
Well, you want to sew to the strap anyway.
No. I meant not just at the top there, but like your strap's hanging down here in the middle, isn't it? How do you...
Because I've done that folding technique, it should stay where it is. But again, if you're not 100% confident, then just ping it away, yeah. So that's a 1.5 seam allowance. So I'm just going to work my way up. And also, if you put like on here, I'm in front of the walking foot at all, the sewing foot. Yeah. I'm just feeling my way through, so I can feel when I'm going to hit that strap, so I can move it out of the way. You see. I'll work across now. Again, just making sure we've got no kinks.
Yeah, and this is where you're now sandwiching the...
So I'm sandwiching the straps
in between there.
In between the two layers. Moving my pins as I go. Okay, and again, just feel your way through. You'll be able to feel it when you get to your section.
Do you not reinforce the corners? Just go to the corner, pivot, and go back down again?
Yeah, pivot and go back down. So it's interfaced anyway, so you've got that extra structure. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that bit done. So now you can trim back your corners.
Yeah. So you're cutting the seam allowance back as well as the corners,
yeah? Well, I'm reducing the bulk a little bit more. So now you can tip those round.
Going to look even more like a tote bag now.
Yeah. There you go. So obviously once you've given that a press, that's basically the top of your bib done. So it's not a tote bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's your top there. So again, this is different to the pattern. So if you didn't want to put a button because buttonholes scare you, or you want to do tie method, then follow the instructions. But if you want a loop in your apron, then this is the method that you would use. All right, and you're going to press that. Marcia says, what about a bag magnet instead of the button? Ooh. Just an idea. Isn't that funny, Marcia? Because I thought when we were looking at it, you could put a press stud popper on, but a bag magnet worked really, really well. Especially those ones, because they're the prim ones you're talking about, by the way,
they're
Marcia.
sturdy. They're not
really
going to fall
sturdy,
off,
so yeah, they're really not going to go anywhere.
Right, the next stage. Before you go on to the next stage, can I go and do fabric?
Yeah, sure.
So don't do anything.
No, I'll wait for you.
Don't do anything. I'll be as quick as I can. Let's take those with me. Right, remember, in the kit, you get the instructions for both the apron, the oven glove, and the... have a look at them. And the... what's this called? Pot holder. There's the pot holder. There's the oven glove. And the apron. Coming up. There it is. So you get enough fabric and everything in the kit to make all three of those items. So now that bundle is called, it's not called the vegetable bundle, I'm calling it the vegetable bundle. It's called the cream kitchen bundle. In the lead, this is the most popular one, this one so far. So you get 1.5 meters of the vegetable fabric. Right, there's only 4 left in stock, and 2 of those are in baskets. So as soon as those people check out, there's only 2 left. 1.5 meters this, metre of the purple thread, 2 lots of instructions, the interfacing and the wadding, £39. There you go, there's the still, £39.99. Then the other one that's not Christmas is, they call it the ochre. I think they're calling this one ochre, aren't they? You get 1.5 meters of the chickens and cockerels. You get 1 meter of the grey. You get the thread. You get the 2 instructions, the interfacing and the wadding £39.99. Now, the one that Jenniffer is using to demonstrate is called, is it called Hats and Mittens? Christmas Hats and Mittens. Again, you get 1.5 meters of the pattern fabric. You get 1 meter of the pistachio. You get the pistachio thread. You get the interfacing, and you get the wadding, and the 2 sets of instructions. £39.99. Lots of you got that one in your basket. Lots of you got that one in your basket. And then last but not least, we've got the Santa. We've got the Santa. I love the fabric. Can't see Santa, though. So you've got snowflake fabric, 1.5 meters. You've got emerald green, 1 meter. You've got the thread, emerald green thread. You've got the interfacing, the wadding, and the 2 lots of instructions. £39.99. So you get enough fabric to make all 3 projects in the bundle. Okay, right, what were you doing without me then?
Oh, nothing much. All I've done is just top stitch the edge of my bib, if you like. But again, you don't have to do that. But I just thought it looked.
Oh no, I think if you've got the top stitching on the strap, it's quite nice.
Especially if you're going to go off piece and not use the green. Although saying that you'll be able to see it on there. So if you wanted this decorative stitching where you're using a colour that you can really see,
yes,
I think it's worth doing that extra detail. So that's the bib done. So you're going to park that to one side for a second because we're going to concentrate on the skirt part of the apron. Okay, so. Again, your apron size is personal preference, isn't it? Oh, my gosh. No, we're okay.
Oh, what do you think you've done
I had
then?
a panic.
What do you think you've done?
Oh, I thought I'd cut it in half. I hadn't. It's all right. Okay, so I really had a panic then.
I saw.
Super panic.
Shall I do an impression? Oh, my gosh.
It was a little bit dramatic, wasn't it?
Yes.
A bit dramatic.
You, right, okay. Drama queen,
Never. Okay, right. So I literally, for this case, I used the selvage. So this was the selvage edge and that was the selvage edge.
Right.
And then I just decided how long I wanted my skirt to be. So it's basically your waist to length measurement. That's what that's going to be.
Yeah.
So you can make this as long as the
fabric will allow.
Yeah, allow you to do. So if you want to do your pots and bits first, you know you've got that sorted. Then any additional fabric left over.
Some people might not want to make both the pot. They might just want the apron. In which case you can make it much longer, couldn't you, or whatever?
Yeah, but there is more than enough fabric in there anyway.
Yeah.
So I've gone ahead and done something ahead of time because we already covered a double hem in our last hour.
Yes.
So all I've literally done is double hem the side.
Yeah.
And the bottom, and then secured that then with a top stitch. Okay, right. So again in the blue you can see that there, all the way across like so. So it gives you a nice clean finish on the top on your apron.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the front, and there's the back.
Okay.
Okay, so that's really nice and simple. So the next tip for you would be is you can see that we've got these really nice gathers, pleats in the front of our skirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tip for me to do that would be actually get a different colour thread for your bobbin, okay, and actually take out what was your correct bobbin colour at this stage.
Oh, okay.
Take it out.
Right.
So I'm going to pop this one in because what we're going to be doing...
Doesn't matter what colour then?
Doesn't matter what colour as long as you can see it.
Right.
So I'm going to replace that now with a different colour and one that I can see. Just bringing my bobbin thread up there. There you go.
Right.
I'm replacing the front. So we're going to do a gathering stitch to give us a nice consistent gather in our skirt.
Right.
So in order to do that on the machine, I'm keeping it on the straight stitch. I'm just toggling down to my stitch length, which is the last on this one. So you can see that I've moved my button down. At the moment it's on 2.2 and that's referring to millimetres, okay? Whereas I'm going to go right up to whatever the machine will give you, and in this case it's 5 which is 5 millimetres. So what we're going to do is stitch within the seam allowance our gathering stitch.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just going to go along there.
Right the way, you're going right the way along?
All the way across. Okay, so that's one. Now, if you want more consistent gather, then do a second line of parallel stitching about 1 centimetre away from that one.
Okay.
Because then your seam allowance is 1.5, so that will sit in the 2 lines of gathering stitching that you've done. But in this case, I'm just going to do 1.
Yeah.
And the reason why I've decided to change my bottom thread, as in my bobbin thread, is because it reminds you that that's the one that you're going to pull.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's my top tip. So if ever you've done gathering before and you feel that you're not, especially when you're doing something as long as this, and remember I've used the selvage to selvage edge, so that's a really big full skirt we're going for. You want to make sure that you know which one you're pulling so it won't pull. So the trick is when
I'll just show that. Sorry, there's the blue from the needle, and then you've got the beige in the bottom, so you know that the bobbin thread is the one you need to pull.
Is the one you need to pull.
Yeah.
And the reason being is when you're looking at the machine and the stitch, if you imagine my arm is the fabric, your blue thread, which in this case is our top thread, goes through the fabric, catches the bobbin and keeps going up and down. So this is the one that does all the movement, whereas your bobbin thread continuously stays underneath your fabric. So if you're pulling that blue top thread, it's pulling not only the fabric but also the bobbin thread.
Yes.
Whereas if you pull the bobbin one, it's going to glide through what is the channels of your top thread as it's gone down and under and down the fabric. So just a reminder for yourself, pull the one that you can see.
Yes.
So in this case, it's my my cream fabric, and then this should make your gathering stitches a lot easier.
Yes.
One thing I want to do before we start concertinaing anymore.
Oh, right.
Actually, I skipped ahead. I got excited about my bobbin thread.
Yes.
I would just quickly fold the fabric in half after you've done your hems to find out your centre point. And just make a little notch. You can either do that with your pen or with your scissors, but the scissors will hand quicker.
So you know where the centre...
I need to know where the centre is, okay? So now pull your thread.
Yes. If you don't want to gather, if you want that vintage look, you could do like little knife pleats or little box pleats as well, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
Oh, that would be nice, John. Yeah, definitely. So if you're going to do a box pleat, all that would basically mean is that you're folding one side and then the other side like that.
Yeah.
That's what John's referring to. So that's the box pleat, like that, or you've got the inverted box pleat, which looks like that from the other side. So that's a nice one. Or the alternative one is that you fold the fabric all in the same direction like
and get
that.
Knife pleats. What I would do is I'd do an inverted one in the centre, down my centre of my fabric, and then put the knife pleats going this way on that side.
I kind of want to do that now.
Well, you're gathering now. Do it if you like. What time is it? Oh, you've got plenty of time.
Well, let's
do
it.
So you can gather it to create the one that we've already got here. You can just pull your gathering thread up. What you do on the next stage is exactly the same. But what you do, if you want to knife pleat it or box pleat it, then you can just do that.
Okay,
this
so
way.
if you're gathering it, just pull your thread.
Yeah.
Okay, whereas we're going to do something a little bit different. Okay, so you've got 3 pieces of fabric. So 2 of them are the same, which are your tie backs, and then you've got what would be your waistband. Okay, you need to stitch those together. So you can see I've got my stitch lines there. So they have been stitched together there and also there. Okay, so there's 2 parts of that. So that should sit roughly around the side, just past the side of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my skirt, where I'm putting those 2 seams together, and I'm going to find out where the centre of my waistband is. And again, my method is just to quickly cut 2 little triangles out. So again, this is within my seam allowance, so you're not going to see them later. So don't go, ooh, what's all that about? Okay. So what we're going to do, first of all, is I'm going to create what you were talking about, which is your box pleat in the centre. So this is where you fold your fabric. I like to fold my fabric in half first. So because we're going to do that one in the centre, I'm literally going to press a crease in the centre of my fabric.
Peter just messaged in about the show you did earlier. The stocking panel, it comes with two sides of a stocking. So what you can either do is make one stocking that's got pattern on both sides, or if you buy a backing fabric, like one of our Spectrum Solids, you can make 2 stockings. So each stocking would have the front as patterned and then your plain back. That's just answering your question.
I think what I might do, John, is actually move this cutting mat out of the way. And then we can bring our ironing mat into the centre. What do we think? Okay. So
do you want it open all the way?
Yeah, I think so. Is that better? Can you see better? Okay, brilliant. Okay, so before I start doing my pleats, I'm going to go in with my ruler super quick. So I folded the fabric in half.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my pen. And I'm going to mark 1 inches. Okay. And then I'm going to repeat that on the other side.
Yeah, and you know that the fold is the centre
point.
front. Is your centre front. So you don't need to worry about marking that. And you're putting an inch because that's the size you want your pleats to be.
Yeah.
So you can either make it smaller or you can make it bigger, depending on what you want to do.
Depending on what you wanted to do. Okay, so once I've done that, now we're ready to start working in. So we've got our marks in the back. So I'm actually going, because we're doing a box pleat in the front, I'm not going to do a 1 inch, so it's actually a 2 inch. So it's that point there that I'm working for. So I'm literally going to fold my fabric over and bring that mark to what would be the centre front of my fabric.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you can see the marks coming through there, but I can see them with my eye here, so I know that they're all matching up. So I'm going to press a quick crease in there. So again, this is different to ironing. You're not moving your iron back and forth. And then I'm going to peel that back to what would be our 2 inch mark. So there's one side of our box pleat done.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to repeat that on the other side. So again, that's the 2 inch mark. So there's our halfway part. There's the 1 inch. There's the 2 inch. And then again, fold that back. Like so. Sorry, John.
That's all right.
So by doing that, those creases ahead and bringing those two together now, you've created that V in the front of your skirt. Now, another option would have been if you fold your fabric in half, forget about the presses that we've just done, what you could do is actually bring the 2 inch marks together, so it's these sections here, can you see them there?
Yeah.
And then actually sew down about 1 inch or 2 inches or so down the skirt, the front of the skirt. So then when you open it up, you've got a stitch mark there.
Yeah.
And then that will just give you a bit before it starts to break out. So it just depends on what kind of look you're going for, really. So I'm just going to pop some pins in there because we know we're done.
Are you doing box pleats of the whole thing, or are you doing any knife pleats?
I'll do some knife pleats now. So that's that one and that one. It's all very off-piece. It's very good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Totally off-piece. This isn't what we planned at all this morning, but there you go.
We got excited, didn't we?
Oh, no. But I think it's good because we've all seen gathering and we've not seen... The only box pleating and pleating I've seen is when I've gone, oh, wouldn't these look nice as curtains, and just done really quick knife pleats and held them up at the window, as it were.
Okay, so that's the centre of bottom. The reason I'm going to go this way, I just find it easier.
Yeah.
So now, again, I'm going to work in. So there's 1 inch. So I'm actually going to miss that and go to the next one.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring that to that 1 inch there. Should we do 1 inch pleats?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice. Let's do that.
So this is the start of the knife pleats now. So you're in a box pleat in the middle.
So we've gone 1, 2.
I think knife pleats and box pleats make it look more formal. So I think it depends what look you're going for. The gathering makes it look very country, whereas the pleating makes it look very kind of, well, I don't want to say city, but do you know what I mean? It gives it that kind of sleeker look, doesn't it?
Yeah. A more clean look. So if you're doing a kilt, this is probably not too dissimilar, really.
Yes.
But a kilt, I think, all go in one direction, where all of our pleats are going to meet in the centre, which is our box pleat.
Yeah.
So you just keep going along, really. So you notice that I haven't continued pressing all the way down. But at home you might want to do that.
Yes, and as you said earlier, you can either, when you come to attach the waistband, you can either just attach the waistband there, or like you said earlier, you can do little, like 1 inch worth of top stitching down. So that means the whole of the top of the apron stays flat.
Flat.
Because if you've got a little bit of a tummy, like if I put an apron on, mine, it automatically goes like that.
Automatically wants to
Whereas
prove.
if you stitch them down, then you've got that flat ridge across underneath the waistband, haven't you?
So I've done that one side, so now I'm just going to do the other side. That's looking fab already. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, just so I'm equal on both sides.
Yeah.
So here's our next one there. It's really worth just grabbing those erasable pens. It really does speed the process up a lot. So there's my second one there. And mind your fingers, because the mats do get hot.
The mat's hot, the iron's hot.
You need it hot, though, don't you?
Yeah. But when it's a good cotton like this, you can just press those
I love it.
creases in. It's nothing worse than when you're given a dreadful fabric to work with, because sometimes when you make costumes and the designer's chosen some fabric and you're just like, how on earth do you expect this to pleat, you know?
Yeah. No, cotton is one of my favourite fabrics. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's going to look so cute. Right, okay, I'm just popping some pins in just to keep my pleats in place.
Whistle while you work.
Hot, 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 hot.
Right.
So if we open that out, that looks so good. We've not even attached it to the waistband yet. That gives you that kind of detail in the skirt.
Yes. I love knife pleats and box pleats and everything. There you go. Okay.
Lovely.
So now, if you'd gathered it,
yes,
you still get to this stage where, but instead of pleats, you've just got gathers running along that top edge
so
there,
it'd just be a
haven't you?
gather, but the process is exactly the same. So this is where you need to bring in your waistband that we were talking about. So you can see that I've already halved that already, and I've interfaced the front of it. I haven't interfaced the whole thing because I want to be able to tie that with the interface, and we'll kind of make that a little bit more difficult for you. Excuse me. So the first thing that we're going to want to do, if I just bring this around this way, it's right sides together.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know where we need to go because I've got my central point here, and I've also got my central box pleat there. So that's the first thing. So let's pop a pin in, like so. And then you just need to carry on around that waistband. So I'm actually going to use some of the pins that I've got in my skirt already.
Pleats.
Oh, that was some good guesswork. So ideally, no, seriously, it was good. So your skirt wants to end where that fold is, and look how close we are. If we were like 1/4 of an inch, that's all it was. So that was some really good guesswork from me and John there, considering we were going off beat. Woo! We do like it when it works out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But as you say, it wouldn't matter if you went a little bit over, because it's an apron, it's a wraparound apron anyway. So, well, not wraparound, but tie-around apron.
Tie-around apron. Right then, so what we're going to do with this now is attach that together with a top stitch. So I'm going to have the pleats facing up so I can keep an eye on them, make sure they're not going away from me.
Yeah.
And this is why it's always nice to have the pin heads off the fabric so you can grab them regardless of which side you're sewing on.
Yeah.
Okay, but remember our seam allowance here is 1.5, so I'm actually going to take my different colour bobbing out if you're going to do that, put your correct one back in.
Make the stitch length the right length again.
Oh, that's a good point, John. So a quick one would be to turn on and off. That's it. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so it's a 1.5 seam allowance that we're working to. And again, make sure you remove your pins as you go.
Oh, did you change? Oh, yes.
So you want to try and squish the air out of your pleats as well while you go in. Just find that it helps.
Squish the air out?
Squish the air out. And it stops any puckering and that then.
Yes, when you've done a pleat, you do, because when you've done gathers, it doesn't matter if you catch them slightly because it's just going to add another gather, isn't it? But with your pleats, you do want to keep it so that they're flat and neat, don't you? You don't want a pleat bent underneath the stitches or whatever.
So I'm squishing the air out as I go. Okay, so that's that bit done.
Okay.
Oh, still attached. Ta-da! So that's what that's looking like so far.
Cute.
Super cute! Okay, so the next part would be to attach your bib. So again, you can see that I've got that little central V going on, which is our central front. So make sure you've done that on your bodice beforehand. And also to the top part as well. So you can see I've got a matching V on my bib as well.
Yeah.
So this is where you just need to make sure that you've got everything in the right direction. So this is our front, so it would be right sides together. So I'm flipping that over and matching up my V's.
If you were going to put a pocket on the skirt, would you have done that while it was flat?
I would have done that while it was flat, and also because I've box pleated and knife pleated, I don't think I would have put a pocket on.
Okay.
But if I was going to put a pocket on anything, then I probably would have done it on my bib.
Oh, okay, yeah. To have your wooden spoon on your bib.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can put pockets on if you want, but...
The thing is, though, on an apron like this, the pocket is more decoration. Like, we've got one on here, but it's kind of more decoration, isn't it, than
function.
There's the pocket there, more than function, isn't it?
Didn't sound very happy then, did it?
No. Did you put your foot down too quickly? It wasn't
I did.
ready.
It wasn't. I'm not ready yet. So I've just gone in underneath my seam allowance at the moment, so it's not the 1.5 that we would normally use. Okay, so there we have the front and bottom of our apron done. But at the moment, we haven't finished our waistband.
And you've got raw edges on the inside.
Raw edges all over the place. So basically, you need to get, you need to have 2 of those, okay? But this side doesn't need to be interfaced. So I'm just going to stitch those together, John.
Right.
Have you got a question or?
No, there was a message coming through from Margaret, but it's not arrived. That was all. Morning, John and Jennifer.
Good morning.
Loving the demo.
Thank you.
Now I know how to do a box pleat and a knife pleat. Thank you, Margaret.
Good.
Thank you, Margaret.
I'm glad we did that. That was fun.
Yes. See, it's, me interjecting every now and then does have its purpose.
Does have its purpose, yeah.
So
No,
only
right,
sometimes, Hannah says.
I don't get to chance, like, because obviously I just do my shows and I only can catch up certain shows because I'm always busy. But so I always forget what you have or haven't done.
Yes,
so
exactly.
If we've done gathers a lot, then yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Let's teach you something new.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got exactly the same as we've got here. It's just that I've not interfaced that section.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So what we need to do now is to stitch these together. So the first thing that I would do is match up your seams. That's the most important one. Okay, so I'm going to match up that one. And then the same again on the other side. How long have we got for time?
Oh, wait, we've got ages, have we? You've got about 8 minutes, 7.5 to 8 minutes. You've got to finish your apron.
Cool. And again, matching up that one. Okay, so that's that bit done. So again, if you want to pop some extra pins in that area, you can do. Running out of pins.
I do need to warn you, the vegetable one, there's only one of those left. It's called Cream Kitchen if you're looking for it. It's called Cream Kitchen, it's not called the vegetable one. It's called Cream Kitchen.
Because we're running out of time, rather than stitch that whole thing, I'm just going to make it shorter, okay? So
but you don't do this to yours.
Please
do not do that to yours.
Otherwise, we're just going to be stitching for England and it'll be very boring. So I'd rather get to the technique.
I've got it, yeah. Lorraine, whose birthday it is today, if you add both the figures together, it adds up to 7. She says, my birthday gift to myself has just arrived. All my Liberty fabric I ordered from you, John. Yay! Thank you, Lorraine. Oh, she was so excited the day we did the Liberty Day, I can't tell you. As there were lots of you.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to go in now and stitch a 1.5 seam allowance. So this is going to stay. Can I just move that forward?
You can move it wherever you like.
So the thing is, once you start doing dressmakers, you've got a lot of fabric and weight. It's probably the same with quilts. It's best that your fabric is on the table.
Yes, or you've got somebody to hold it here like this, like a bridesmaid.
Good. Okay, so this is 1.5 seam allowance now, so we're going all the way around. So I'm going to cross the area now that has the bib attached to it.
Yeah.
Done. Coming towards my side bit now.
Yeah.
So this is where the ties come in. So this is my quick cheat method. So rather than folding it over and top stitching it in place, I'm going to do an encasing method instead.
So now this is where your strap would be the full length to tie around your waist, and Jennifer's just cut them off to make it a little bit shorter.
Just so it's less sewing. So I'm going towards the edge of the strap.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop, put the needle in the fabric, rotate round, sew down.
Hello, John and Jennifer.
Hello.
My mum used to insist on a pocket on aprons as she kept a key in it so she wouldn't lock herself out. Why, where's she going? Was the oven outside?
That's a great idea.
But then my nan, you see, now I don't know how old you are, but my nan, who will be, well, if she was still alive, she'd be like 120 now or something, but she wore an apron, a house coat or an apron all day long.
All the time.
And when she got older, she wore it was like a duster coat with pockets, and she always had a tissue in this pocket and a key in that pocket, just in case she did exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll explain later, Anne, for you, my love.
Right then, so I'm not going to stitch that side because it's the same on the other side. So I've gone all the way across, I've gone all the way down into my straps. Obviously, remember, yours will be longer. I've just put out the sew time. Go straight and then come across. And then when you hit the side bit, stop and do a back stitch.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're actually going to do, we're not going to sew that section where the skirt is at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what you can then do is basically get your Doric the Deborah.
Get who? Doric who?
Oh, it's time for some lunch, I think. So clip your edges first.
Lunch? It's 11's.
I know, but when you've been up since 4, everything gets a bit pushed forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, no.
So I'm starting at the tail end. I've just tucked that in a little bit, and then you can use your dobbers or your chopsticks at home, or your prim turn-out rulies.
Yes.
So I poked through what would be my
waist strap.
My waist ties. So then you can pull that through like that.
Yeah.
And then you can then peel back what would be your waistband to the correct position. So you can see I've done that all in one.
Yeah.
So then all you need to do then is press in your raw edges, your seam allowance from your skirt into the waistband.
Yeah.
Like so. Look at all those threads. Jennifer, what are you doing?
Just a couple of minutes left.
Okay. So you've got those clean edges there. Obviously, you need to get your iron out and give it a press.
Yes.
But you're basically tucking under your seam allowance and those raw edges into that strap.
Yes.
So can you see that there?
Yeah.
So it's all continuous, and then you haven't got any you haven't got any stitch allowance. It's all in the inside.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And then you just continue around. So then what I would do personally, I would like to hand finish that. But if you want to stick...
Well, the thing is, because you've done this lovely top stitching here, you could get away with top stitching.
You could just get away with top stitching, but you need to do all the press work first.
Yeah, oh yes, and pin it into place and everything like that.
And pin it into place first. But in essence, that is, in this case, our box pleat apron. How cute is that?
I know, it's lovely.
That.
Okay, I've got a question. I've got always the bridesmaid, never the bride, John. Where does that come from? Anyway, go on. No, I've got a question for Jennifer.
Okay.
Joan's emailed in.
Hi, Joan.
She loves you. You're very informative.
Thank you.
Are you at the NEC on Thursday? What's going on at the NEC on Thursday?
Is it stitches? Have I got that right?
Not yet, surely. But...
Yeah, it's that time of year. I may be popping in. I'm not there on official business, but I do like to come and say hello.
Is it just one day then?
No, it's over the whole... I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Didn't I do stitches last year? But I thought I wasn't working here this time last year, so I can't have done. Anyway. Oh, and another question, Anne?
Yes? Come and say hello, by the way, you've seen me. Come and say hi.
Oh, yes. And I'll explain that later for you, my love. Yeah. Right, OK.
It's not a question for me.
Oh, Patricia always has a pocket in her apron for a mobile phone. Thank you. When are you in next?
Tuesday? Don't quote me.
OK, she's in sometime next week.
I'll let you know on social media.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Let me take those with me. I'll take those with me. Right, here we go. So the first one, this is the one Jennifer was demonstrating with, hats and mittens. You get 1.5 meters of the hats and mittens fabric. You get 1 meter of the pistachio. You get the thread. You get the interfacing. You get the wadding and the 2 lots of instructions. £39.99. Right, I'll just work my way along. Then the next one is Santa's Christmas Special. I'll just see what it's called. Then it's Santa something. I'm saying it's... I just renamed it as Santa's Christmas Special. Oh, Santa kitchen. I forgot about the kitchen. Santa's Christmas special kitchen. So you've got the snowflake fabric in that lovely red and pink. I do love the colours in that. You've got the emerald green, so 1.5 meters of that, 1 metre of that, the emerald green thread, the wadding, the interfacing, and the 2 lots of instructions. There's the still. £39.99. Now, is the last one still here, or has it gone? Right. This one here, there's one of this kit left. Just one of this kit left. 1.5 meters of the vegetables. It's called cream, this one, just so you know. 1.5 meters of the vegetables, 1 metre of the purple thread, interfacing, wadding, 2 lots of instructions, £39.99. And then remember, in all of the bundles, you've got enough to make the apron and the oven glove and the pot holder. You get all the instructions for all of them in here. And then last but not least, we've got this one. This one's called ochre. Very, very popular. You've got the chickens and the cockerels on there. You've got the lovely grey. Now, they work really beautifully together, those colours, don't they? Like the silver. Is it Mercury? I don't know which one it is, but you don't need to know the name because you get that one anyway. You get the thread. You get the interfacing, you get the wadding, and you get the 2 instructions for £39.99. Single figures on that one now as well. £39.99. The thing is, right, you've got 2.5 meters of fabric there for your stash. You could do whatever you wanted. If you don't want to make an apron of that, you've got the instructions, these beautiful, beautiful instructions. These beautiful, I shan't tell you what's happening in the studio. Beautiful, beautiful instructions as well. And the thread and the wadding. And you could do whatever you want with them, couldn't you? You could do whatever you want with it. I'll tell you later because it's just, I can't explain it now. But anyway, I'm going now because I've got a break. Have I? But when I come back after break, I've got this show is in 2 parts. I'm going to recap all the jerseys and the patterns and things that you can make with jersey and everything that goes with it. And I'm also going to be bringing you the new Tim Holtz fabrics, which were launched last week, but I didn't get to do them, so I'm doing my own show on them today. So don't go anywhere. We will see you right here in 3 minutes' time.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
So today I'm going to show you how to do a double stitch. Now you would use a double stitch at the start and the end of your sewing to secure your threads rather than using a really big knot. You're going to want to take your needle through the front of your fabric first and then come out back through the front. So I'm using really big stitches at the moment so I can see what I'm doing. You're going to leave a tail before you then repeat that in and out motion. So you can see that's 1. I'm going to go back through again and that's 2. So you can see I've done 2 stitches in the same place. That's giving me my double stitch. You would then do whatever stitch it is that you're going to go on to do. So I'm just going to do a quick running stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to do my double stitch at the very end of my stitch there. So it's repeating the process. So I'm going in, and then back out, in, and then back out, before clipping my threads. So obviously you would clip these closer when you get to finishing your garment. So there you have it.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
If you're looking for a seasonal project you can complete before Christmas, look no further. On Thursday the 2nd of November, Jess Entwistle will show us how to make a delightful dove garland. Available in 3 colour options, our handy kit contains everything you need to deck your halls the handmade way this holiday season. With a helping hand from host Natasha, Jess will show us how to achieve an impressive finished look while using simple techniques. So, join us on Thursday the 2nd of November at 8 AM for this fabulously festive demonstration only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.
Right, if you missed the show the other day, Amanda Wyatt was in the other day. She did a jersey dress. Pattern of that flew out and completely sold out. Then she came back a few days later and did this gorgeous cow neck top. Doesn't it look fabulous there? Now, when I get to the pattern, I'll talk about it. That's the higher cowl neck, right? But it does, on the pattern, let me show you the pattern straight away. I'll show you the pattern straight away. Then I'll talk to you about the jerseys that we've got, right? This is the pattern. It's the same pattern, but it just comes in 2 size ranges. If you see that, you've got 8 to 16, first of all. Oh, yes! How funny. Now, have you seen Little Amy this week? Not Amy Presenter. Have you seen Little Amy Floor? Right, I just have to explain to you all, right? Little Amy Floor, who also does this job, she's an actress as well. So she's in a show in the theatre in Birmingham, and it's Hobson's Choice, and it's Victorian times, very poor people in Victorian times, cobbler and his 3 daughters, isn't it, right? Fantastic play. She's only gone and had a fake bake done, right? You know, like one of those tans, right? So she came in the other day and I said, oh, Amy, I didn't know you'd been away. She's like the colour of this tape. She's normally as pale as this shirt, right? She's dark teak colour and everything. And then everybody walked in and go, oh, Amy. So she's going to be doing this play in a Victorian dress, supposed to be starving, hungry, with this gorgeous golden tan and everything. Anyway, I don't know what... I was only saying that because, look, it's the same lady on the patterns here, and she, you know what I mean, she's had a spray tan on this one, and she's looking a bit wan on that one, isn't she? Anyway, it also comes in sizes 16 to 24. So now let me keep the 16 to 24 one out, and I'll just show you the different styles that come in this pattern, and I can explain that top behind me there. So you've got 3 different versions. You've got the sleeveless one, you've got the short-sleeved one, and then you've got the 3/4 length sleeve one, and you've got the long sleeve one. But what you can also do, so you see that C and D are the higher cowl neckline, which is the one that's on the stand behind me. But if you wanted to do the much softer cowl neck, which would hang lower and be more fabric in it, you can do it with the sleeves in. You can still do it from that pattern. So basically, you can do a mixture of the 2 necklines and the different sleeve lengths as much as you want. So sleeveless, 3/4 length sleeves, long sleeves, the pattern for all of those in there. The very low cowl is in there, and the high cowl. All of those are in there, right, for £8.45. Can I just point something else out before I go on to the fabric? These patterns have the most brilliant things on them, right? On the side of a jersey pattern, because, you know, jersey comes in a million different... Well, no, I'm exaggerating now. Hundreds of different weights and stretch and everything like that, doesn't it? If you want to know if the jersey that you are buying is right for the pattern that you're buying, if you look on here, right, what you do is you get your piece of jersey that's that size. If it stretches to that size or more, then you know you can use it for that pattern. If your jersey, however, doesn't stretch as far as there, then it won't work for the pattern. It won't work for the pattern at all. Isn't that interesting? It's fascinating, isn't it? So that's that pattern. I'll put that pattern there. Oh, right. Because Amanda made that show the other day, there's not very many of those patterns left. And the dress pattern absolutely flew out when she worked on the dress pattern. Absolutely flew out. So that pattern is limited. Shall we do fabrics then? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do what we did on the very, very first show. We had 3 coloured of the jersey, right? We had the black, the navy, and the purple, right? I thought the black would be the top seller, right? The purple, you absolutely went crazy. It's a beautiful, beautiful, rich purple. Now, could you get the dress that's on the rail made up? I haven't got the pattern for the dress, but I just want to show you that purple made up. It's just gorgeous, right? So this is Pontoroma fabric. It's £3.95 for half a metre. It's got gorgeous stretch to it. And let me show you, it's quite wide as well. Look at this, right? This is more than half a metre that I've got here. Yeah, when you unravel yours, it'll go... Look at the width. Look at the width. 60 inches, 150 centimetres wide. Now, I'm not going to go through all the fabrics that are in it, but if you go to the website, it will tell you... click on the description of the fabric, and it'll tell you all the components and everything of it. Thank you very much. It's a 40-degree wash. Now, this is a dress that the reason we haven't got this dress on a stand is because the pattern for this sold out, and I didn't want you to think you could buy the pattern for this. But this is it made up. This is it, the jersey made up. It's a really, really lovely feel to it. Gorgeous, gorgeous feel to it. And you can work so beautifully with it as well. So that's the purple. That's the purple. Thank you, Jay. That's the purple one. Oh, let Jay fold that up for me. Then the next bestseller on that day was the navy. Now, I would call this a very deep kind of midnight rather than a navy. Now, this isn't the one that's on the stand. This is not the one that's on the stand. This is the navy. I'd call it a soft navy, like a midnight. It's beautiful. Now, what happened on that day is we didn't even feature this. We had a dress in the black and we had a dress in the purple. Didn't even feature the navy. And normally the one that we don't feature just gets kind of, not left, but, you know, people go, oh, I haven't seen that made on. This flew out. The navy absolutely flew out at £3.95 for half a metre. I'm not surprised. 60 inches wide again, machine washable. 40, was it 40-degree wash, yeah? Yep. 40-degree wash. At £3.95. And I will answer your question, I promise. Was there another question I had to answer as well? No, it was just Anne's, right? OK. Then the classic black. The classic black. Amanda made... now, this, you see now, Christmas coming up, party season, you could make a lovely top, wear it for day wear, put it with big pearls and everything for the day wear, then dress up with sparkle for the evening and a long skirt in the black. It'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what you can make? Oh, I haven't got a skirt pattern for the jersey, but I've got a lovely dress. I'll show you in a second, so this was the black. At £3.95. That's the black one. So that was the first show we did with Jersey, and I can't tell you, first of all, Amanda had so many compliments about how brilliant she was at working with Jersey and how she was good, which she was, absolutely brilliant. But the fabric and the patterns absolutely flew out. Then a week later, we did this show, and again, the patterns flew out and the fabric flew out because we had 3 different colours. Now, this one here is in this petrol, and I don't know if they called it teal or if they called it petrol. I just can't remember now. Teal. It's a petrol-y blue, but it's teal. It's nice, beautiful, beautiful colour. Again, £3.95 for half a metre. It's got such a lovely feel to it, and the stretch and everything. So the teal, we made a top out of the teal. Another one that was very, very... Well, in fact, all 3 of them were popular on that day. The next one that was very popular on that day was this. Like, it's a mild grey. Now, this is lovely. Now, this is what you'll get for your half a metre. It's just fabulous, isn't it? Really, really lovely. Again, £3.95 for half a metre. Now, I need to warn you that on the day we launched this, most people took a metre or more, right? If you want more than 1.5 metres, you do still have to ring the call centre. They haven't quite sorted that out yet. You do need a metre... if you do need 1.5 metres, you do need to ring the call centre. But isn't it lovely? Do you want to come in close and have a look at it? Because it's got that lovely... That marl... Oh, they've called it marl. The actual word is marled. They've called it marl. Grey Pontoroma. Can you see there? You've got the different kind of tones within the fabric. Right? And then I had one other. I've got one other. Now, somebody who shall remain nameless... has mislaid Hayley, has mislaid the sample of the camel. But, I'll show you the back of the pattern, yes. I'll show you the back of the pattern. Or if you just tell me, Anne, which one you want, I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, the camel sample has disappeared, right? The camel sample has disappeared, right? So I've got a part make that Amanda was making. She didn't finish it. We didn't have time to finish it. But this is the cow T-shirt, neckline T-shirt there in the camel. So obviously you're buying by the half metre. You won't be getting a half-made top for your £3.95, no. You won't be getting the half-made top, but I haven't got the fabric to show you. I've only got the half-made top. But that's that lovely... Now, this camel colour, you think of a colour that it doesn't go with. You know, it's like that cashmere colour, isn't it? It's going to go with everything. Navy blue, black, orange, green, every colour, blue, every colour you think of, that is going to match with it. The only thing I would say is if you're going to make a high neck top with it, please be careful, because sometimes it can... If you've got a lot of it, you know, like in the sort of 70s and early 80s, people wore lots of polo neck jumpers. And if you wore one of that colour, sometimes it can... Not like if you've got red skin like me, too much red in your skin like me, then you're fine. But if you do have a sort of silvery or pale skin, that colour can drain you slightly. So just make sure you put a scarf or a trim on it just to break between you and your neckline. That's all. Just adding a little fashion tip there. Little fact there. Right, now, somebody wants to see the back of the pattern for how much fabric they needed. Right, Anne, I don't know which size you needed, because obviously... Oh, no, it's on both of them. So, for the one with most fabric, which will be D, the most you need for any size is 1.6 metres. Obviously, you'd have to buy 2 metres from us. But I'll show you the size chart here. Right, the pattern's got single figures now. You're going to need to come closer. You're going to need to come closer. Here, we're looking at these here. So the size across the top there. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. So that's 150 metre wide, 150 centimetre wide fabric. The most you'll need is in a size 24, in any size, is 1.6 metres of fabric. But if you want to let me know, Anne, which size you want and which design you want, then I can point to that again. Or, of course, if you're on YouTube now, you can freeze frame. At size 20, high neck, long sleeve, that's D. Oh, that's it, 1.6 metres. So you'd have to buy 2 metres from us, because obviously we only buy the half-metre increments. So you'd have to buy 2 metres of fabric from us. Joanna's asked a question. Oh, 18. In which one? Well, the most in a size 18, again, is 1.6 metres. That's if you do the higher neck with the long sleeves, that's 1.6 metres. The only other ones you'd need is if you want A, which is the sleeveless one, you want 1.1 metre. What size, sorry? 18. 1.1 metre. For B, you need 1.3 metres. For C, you need 1.5 metres. And for D, you need 1.6 metres. Well, considering how much is for half a metre, it's brilliant, isn't it? $3.95 for half a metre. Right, OK. So that's the fabric. That's that. Now, a lot of you ask about stitching. I was going to have an overlocker today, but Hayley didn't sort it. I'm blaming Hayley for everything today. Hayley didn't sort it out for me. So, but you can, if you don't have to have an overlocker, you don't... Do what? You don't have to have an overlocker. You can sew it with your sewing machine. Just make sure you've got jersey needles. That's all. So just slip these into your sewing machine. 70, 80 and 90, the sizes in there. £2.45. The other thing you might need, like, while I'm here, I might as well do this as well. When you've got raw edges of the jersey, right, it doesn't fray. Jersey doesn't fray, but if you just want to double check... Oh, yeah, it's that Hayley now. If you just want to double check, get some fray check. This will last you for so long, because you just need the tiniest little... It's just like putting a little bit of glue on the end of it. It doesn't itch, it doesn't scratch, it doesn't dry bulky or anything like that. But a little drop of fray check on the end of the seam at £5.45. Prim, fray, check. 22.5 million. You need the tiniest bit. That'll last you and your friends for ages and ages. £5.45. OK? Now, I just said, didn't I, that if you could make yourself a long black skirt for Christmas... It was in this one. Look at this, right? I'll show you that this is how it would come to your house. Now, Hannah's put this in specially. You see, now remember when we did the Alison Glass patterns, the other one absolutely flew out, the one that I used to call the Adele party dress. That one absolutely flew out. And we had this one as well. And we used to have to say, oh, we don't sell jersey. But if you want a jersey one, then this is fantastic. It's still sold really, really well. But now we've got jersey. Now we've got the jersey. Now, what I love about these Alison Glass patterns is it's more than a pattern. If it was in that advert, it wouldn't be, this is a glass pattern, an Alison Glass pattern. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to say in that. Because you get so much more than just a pattern. You get this booklet, right? So you take the cellophane off and you get this gorgeous booklet. So it starts with just pictures of everything that you can make in here. Oh, first two pages stuck together. So, little top, skirt, T-shirt, shorter skirt. Look, ruffle skirt. All these different, look, a little sheath dress there. And I'm sure, oh, now I'm going to be proved wrong. I'm sure this has a long skirt. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now, you don't need to put the ruffles on if you don't want to at the bottom. But that there, if you made a jersey long skirt of that, how much wear are you going to get out of that at Christmas? Especially if you make a black one. Because you could dress it so many different ways. This, perfect, perfect, perfect. Look at all our jerseys and look at that little dress. I think that's that. Oh, no, it's not quite that one. Beautiful. Now, what we've done here is if you want to choose the colours, you can go on the web, choose that. We've just put the black one as an example on the bottom there. Black Ponte Roma, that's the type of jersey it is, yes. That, you'll know that from... Right, OK. Within the pattern here, how to measure yourself. Everything you need to know. This is just such a brilliant pattern. How to trace a pattern. Then all about different techniques you need to use with knitted fabric. Then you've got all the different... I mean, it just covers a multitude of sins. This here, this is your size chart, so you know what size you're going to need to make for yourself, because I'll show you the pattern later. And then what they're saying is make a practice one first. But then, look at this, right? The chapters, there's the dress from the front cover with the short sleeves, but there's the version I just said with the 3/4 length sleeves. How many times do you make that out of jersey? How many times are you going to throw that dress on? How many times are you going to wear that dress? So then we carry on here. We've got the basic knitted tee. You've got the knit skirt there, short. There's the, I mean, such brilliant value, isn't it? Because you've got the patterns for all of these in this book here. And I love this here as well. So, excuse me, once it's your own, you can write your own notes in here back to remind yourself. If you make it, you go, oh, remember to do this, or remember to add 2 inches. It's just brilliant. So you can carry on like this. Excuse me. Then you've got the knit tank top. Then you've got the knit and cotton tunic. So this bit here is half jersey, half cotton. And then we carry on. Then these are the stitches and the techniques and applique patterns. It's just incredible. Then, now I'm not going to open this. Or am I? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going to open this. In the envelope at the back here, you get all your patterns, right? Now, lots of you put this in your basket. Right, because this, imagine, that jersey dress, every day you just, oh, I've got to run the kids to school, run to the supermarket, throw it on, you feel $1 million, and you can have one in each colour, and they're just, they're just fantastic to wear. So, the patterns are on really, really, really fabulous pattern paper. Really good quality pattern paper. Now, don't freak when you see it. Don't freak when you see it, because it has loads and loads of lines on it. What you need to do is you just need to sit down and look at it before you start cutting out. Or what I would do, don't cut these patterns out. Trace them onto, the tracing paper we sell. Trace them out onto our pattern paper. Because I just think then you just have to trace out the size that you want, and you're not going to get confused by all the different lines, are you? Because look. So, just take the skirt, for instance, here, right? Here's the waistline. There's the hip line. Place that on the fold, because you don't want a centre front seam or anything, do you? And then it literally goes on the different sizes here. So it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I can tell you that a K in inches is a 50-inch bust, a 42-inch waist, and a 52-inch hip. They haven't done it by size, like your 8, 10, 12, 14. So you need to so it goes, the smallest size is a 31.5-inch bust, 24-inch waist, and 34-inch hip. So that would be this one here, A, on that dotted line there. But if you wanted to make anything up to the K, which is the 50 by 42. So what it is the actual, your measurements would be 50, 42, 52, and the actual made measurements of the garment would be 50.5, 43, 54, just to give you that little, because you don't want ease. It's not like a normal pattern, because obviously the fabric's going to stretch. That's why you can't use a jersey pattern for straightforward cottons, or cottons for a jersey pattern, because these patterns allow for the stretch in the fabric. You do need to check out, though. You do need to check out if you want that. I think that is such a brilliant, for the whole $23.95, for like a little magazine booklet, all your techniques and your tips and everything you need, even down to measuring, and all those patterns. Yeah, and all the patterns for all the different things you can make in there. Well, look, I'll go through them again very quickly with you. Look, Hannah wasn't listening, you see, when I was going through. Here we go. So, chapter 3. I think that's the first one, isn't it? Yeah. So here we go. We've got now the little simple shift dress there, but with short sleeves and with 3/4 length sleeves. That's 2 patterns straight away, isn't it? That's 2 different patterns straight away. 3 basic T-shirt, which would be in the 3/4 length sleeve and the long sleeve. So that's 4 patterns. Basic skirt, 5 patterns. Maxi skirt, 6 patterns. Tank top, 7 patterns. Tunic, 8 patterns. Hang on, I've missed one out. Was there one more? No, that was it. That was it. So 8 different patterns for $23.95. How much would you pay for one pattern? Yeah. 8 3 is 24, isn't it? So it's less than £3 a pattern. If you think about it that way, what a brilliant one. You're not getting just the patterns, you're getting the actual patterns, you're getting all the instructions, the techniques, everything you need in there. They're brilliant. I love the Alison Glove. And beautiful paper, beautiful photography, beautiful presentation, everything. 23. Do you know what? That would make a lovely Christmas gift. If you know somebody who loves jersey, don't buy them any fabric, just buy them that. Just buy them that. $23.95. It's like a little lifestyle of its own, isn't it, really? I think it's fantastic. £23.95. Right, I'll just pass this on to Jay, because I don't want to spend time folding up. Because I've got a couple of other patterns to show you. One, which I think would be... Don't forget I've got Tim Holtz at £past. Don't forget I've got Tim Holtz at £past. Oh, yes, and I've got this as well. Tell you about that in a minute. I've got 2 more patterns to show you, because party season is almost upon us. I think these 2 patterns are going to be brilliant and see you through so many different parties. Now, this one here is it's called Very Easy Vogue. Right? It's the same pattern, but again in the 2 different size ranges. So that's the smaller size there. No, that's the smaller size. It was right first time round. 6 to 14. Size 6 to 14. Imagine that. You see, this is lovely. This is sassy. This is sassy, isn't it? Who's in our office that could wear that? Oh, not very many people, actually. Laura could wear that. Laura, who works in buying, right? She looks sassy in that with her gilet and her boots and her leggings and everything like that. Then you've got this one. Party Animal. Well, that's everybody. Wendy, Adele, Hayley when she was younger. Everybody. I'm just trying to think who else sits on that table. Hannah. No, Hannah went, ooh. No, Hannah, this is brilliant for your hips. This is brilliant for your hips, this one. And then, of course, it comes in a larger size as well. Exactly the same, but just for the larger size there. 14 to 22 it goes to. Just thinking who else sits along that table. Who's next to Laura? Oh, no, Ian. Ian couldn't wear it, no. Not really Ian. If you were looking at Tula Pink's story on Instagram this week, you'll have got a glimpse of Ian. He was at the Quilt Craft in America. Anyway, that's lovely, isn't it? $11.95. Imagine that. It's got the princess line sleeves, seams, so it's very, very flattering. Lovely neckline. Beautiful hem. Imagine that in the jersey. It's just going to flute, isn't it? It's just going to flute as you wear that. £11.95. Now, you have seen this pattern before. We haven't made it on the show, but we had it on the show. This one... You've never seen this one before. This one, well, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at it thinking Kate Winslet, but I don't know why. I don't know why I'm thinking Kate Winslet on this one. I don't know why. Comes in 2 sizes. It doesn't say on the front which one's which. There you go, 6 to 12. 6 to 12. That's a 6 to 12. I'll take you through it in a minute. And then the other one is 14 to 20. This one just goes up to a size 20, this one. Look at the detail. Look at the pleat detail around the bust. Look at the raised waistline. It's like a empire line, isn't it? Princess line, empire line. Very, very flattering coming from there because it elongates the body. So there, but look at the different styles. Look, one with sleeves, sleeveless, nipped-in skirt, pencil skirt there, fluted skirt. Oh, is that full length? Is that pink one full length? It is, isn't it? That is such a beautiful, a very elegant, simple, but very, very elegant. And Lucy had a bangle like that on yesterday, didn't she? Vintage. £12.95. Really, really. Because this, you could go to lunch with the girls, you could go to the office, you could work in that. Evening, swishy evening, you're going to look gorgeous. £12.95. Aren't they lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. So, shall I just read? Oh, no, let me do this first. This is sitting here. I haven't done this one. Oh. Every time we bring this, it's back in stock. Not new, it's back in stock. Oh, it's a bit busy with me behind it, isn't it? Back in stock. There you go. You'd never know, would you? £19.95, this is 60 spool thread. Now, one, you can do it like that. Two, what you can do is if you turn it around here, you see there's like, I don't know if you can see them from there. You've got those little holes there. You can put screws on the wall and hang it from the wall. Either sticking out like that, but if you've got a lack of space, I've got to be careful as I do this way. You can take the safety catches off. Oh, put them in, there you go. So it lies flush to the wall, you see. Flush to the wall, put your nails and screws in the wall there. You can so it can either lie flush to the wall like that, or of course you can have it on the desk like I just had it, standing out, or pull the legs out. Pull the legs out, put the safety catch down. There you go. £19. You don't get the threads. We had one last week that came with threads. You don't get the threads with this one. Something fallen off? Oh, yes. Magenta. Anyway, brilliant Christmas present. If you know somebody who's got a studio and they need to tidy it up a bit, subtle hint, pick up your threads. Yeah, £19.95. Right, I think is that everything I've got to do in this half? On this side, I'll just do a... Right, be aware, over a third of those have gone, not just put in baskets, but checked out. The Alison Glass patterns, over a third have been checked out. They are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. The people? No! Right, you've got to be careful. Let's do all the... No, let's do all these then, just so we keep people notified. We will be getting more of it in, I promise. But for now, there's less than 10 metres of the purple. Less than 10 metres of the purple left. £3.95 half metre. Would you like to just check the others as well while we're here? Oh, OK. The others are all right. We've got it in. The teal today isn't popular. Oh, wrong way, John. The teal is very, very popular, so I'll just get the teal fabric out for you. Oh, do you know what? I think the teal and the purple look gorgeous together. If you're going to do two-tone, if you are going to do two-tone, look. That's the teal, obviously. That's the purple behind there at the bottom of the screen. Right, now, the next bit of the show... how do I put this without sounding like a diva? I wanted to launch the Tim Holtz range, and somebody else launched it last week. Not her fault. No, it wasn't Amy's fault at all, but no, it wasn't her fault whatsoever. We just get what we're scheduled, don't we? But I wanted to launch it. So, those of you who weren't watching, was it Friday you did it? No, what day is it today? Monday. Friday, right? It's only launched on Friday. You'll have seen one of the fabrics because Paul sneaked it into one of my shows over the weekend. But if you missed the launch on Friday, I'm going to do my own little... Normally you do a soft launch, don't you, before the big launch? I wonder what you call a... don't know what you call it. Anyway, come with me. Don't know what I'm saying. Oh, got lots to show you. Right, should we do the half metre to start with then? These are... well, they're all brand new to me. I haven't seen any of these. No, I've never seen any of them. No. Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Right, OK, right. These fabrics were brand new on Friday. Were absolutely brand spanking new on Friday. And we're selling them by the half metre. I don't think I've seen Tim Holtz fabrics by the half metre before. Oh, now after the launch, we are limited on them, but I'm just doing my own mini launch now. Can I do this one first? Only because, well, it's called typography, this one. Only because, if you're watching the show with Lucy the other day, she made this gorgeous colour wheel quilt. And then in the middle of it, she'd use a piece of her stash from another project from ages ago, and it was a fabric we don't sell anymore. And do you remember it was the white fabric with like black typing on it, and it said haberdashery, wool, knitting, needles, da-da-da-da-da. She put that in the middle, and Paul went, oh, don't worry, we don't sell that anymore, but we do sell... and he couldn't understand why I laughed. He couldn't understand why I was laughing. I love it, though. I love it. Now, it does have... I don't want to say masculine, because that's not the right word, but it does have a more masculine feel to it, this fabric, doesn't it? It's the Tim Holtz neutral typography fabric from the eclectic... Oh, I've seen the eclectic elements range before, but I've not seen this one before. But I've never seen it by the half metre. Yeah, oh, maybe far away. I'd quite like a shirt made out of that. That'd be different, wouldn't it? Nobody's agreeing with me. Isn't it that? Now that's a metre. That's a metre. Do you know what would look lovely in there? This could be really, really lovely as a dress. If you think of a lady's dress, right, and you darted it, and you got the writing going in different directions, things, that could be really, really edgy, couldn't it? And tight-fitted, you know, kind of like a dress like that. Okay, Jules has sent in a picture to Hannah, but there's no picture attached. She meant to send in a picture, but there's no picture attached. So, Jules, if you want to send it again. It's about a Tim Holtz quilt that she's done, but there was no picture attached. Right, any order now? I'll just go in order now, because I've not seen it. I just want to do that one first, because I'd already seen that one. I've not seen these before. Oh, this is nice. Oh, now, I don't know if you'll see this on the camera. So you got the... now, also, if you've seen the advert, I know we've had it taken out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm using plaid fabric, not plaid fabric. Don't ask me. Right. Lovely plaid fabric with the check going on there. But then, look, it's kind of got smudged writing in the background. That's nice, isn't it? You see, I'm sort of seeing a chair covered in this. I mean, it's quite a fine cotton, but I'm seeing kind of... It's lovely. It's got a distressed appearance, apparently, with printed imperfections. I love it. Very unusual, isn't it? Lovely colours as well. I'll just hold it up for you. Again, that's a metre, so you're getting £7.45 for half a metre. Oh, Kaz says, John, that fabric's not bright enough for a shirt for you. Listen, Kaz, I don't always do brightly coloured. Sometimes I'm subtle. Mind you, that's hardly subtle, is it? Right, now this, if you do make this fabric designed to have a distressed appearance with printing imperfections. I think it will make your eyes go a little bit funny on the television, though. Let's have a look if it strobes. Oh, no, it's not so far. It's black diamonds. Oh, now black diamonds. You know how rare they are. Oh, yeah, it's moving a little bit, isn't it? Strobing a little bit, that one. Nice, isn't it? So you've got the tiny solid diamonds in the middle and then the geometric lines going around it. That's nice. Oh! You see, I've never seen... How can you say I've never seen these two before, Hannah, even in a pre-cut? Do you know what I mean? I've not seen those two. And no. Really? Oh, that's because these are from the Dapper collection, these. Oh, still eclectic elements. But they've all got Dapper written on them as well. Now, look at this. I love the colours. I want pyjamas in this. But look at that. Look now. What do you think they are? Now, I thought that was a tube sign. They think they must be cigars. I've got it upside down, I'm afraid, but that's Imperial, Havana, Cupid, Abbey, Banker's Bouquet. What's the matter? Okay, Abbey, Barmaid. There's 2 barmaids. There's Barmaid there and Barmaid there. Havana Inn, extra quality. It's lovely, isn't it? £7.45. Yeah, I said it was upside down. But I couldn't read it if it was upside down. Oh, wow, nice. Do you know what? That almost looks Aztec-y, doesn't it? Nice. That looked lovely in a quilt, wouldn't it? Yes, John, it would. And then this one, I've never seen this one before either. Is this the last one? Oh, it's the last one. Oh. Again, that's a metre that I'm showing you there. Oh, look! Leading Tailor, J.A.C. Barnard. Where does he live? Beverley. That's in Yorkshire, isn't it? We can fit short and stout, tall and slim, extra large men in any style. Note prices regarding extra sizes. That's nice, isn't it? Like a denim-y blue, isn't it, that one? I can understand why. At the launch, this was the most popular. Is it? It's nice, though, isn't it? I wonder what you're all going to make out of it. That's lovely. So hang on, if you bought it on Friday, you won't have it yet, will you? You won't have Friday, Saturday? No, you won't have it yet if you bought it on Friday. Anyway. That's nice. I had to panic. I had to have some blood tests done the other day, every so often. And always panics me because I fell out with my doctors because one day they rang me. They went, you got to see a doctor. They rang me at 10 o'clock in the morning. Went, you got to see a doctor immediately. It was Friday morning. I said, I'll come now. I was in my pyjamas. I'll come now. And they went, oh, no, the first appointment's Tuesday. And I was like, you've just told me it's an emergency, but first appointment's Tuesday. So then I got in there, and I was on a different channel then, and I went on and on and on about how awful they were on the telly. Anyway, they'd all seen me on the telly saying it, so they weren't very happy. But anyway, I had a blood test on Tuesday, and I got a phone call on Thursday, and I saw the doctor's number come up, and I was like, oh, no. Anyway, it was nothing to do with it at all. I don't know where I was going with that story. I don't know. Where was I going with it? Got a picture of Jules's quilt. No idea where I was going with that story. Oh, look. Right, I love that cat. So hang on. So it's made... Oh, I remember there's the bottle tops. There's the one I called the Paul Smith fabric, the floral one in the middle there. So it was made from Tim Holtz, the layer cake, was it? I think... Oh, it's called Charm Pack, is it, on theirs, is it? Isn't that lovely? Yeah, that's right, because when we launched it, we kept calling it a Charm Pack, didn't we? And everyone kept emailing in saying it's a layer cake, but it actually says Charm Pack on the back. Shall I start with this Charm Pack, then? So this is a 42 10-inch square Charm Pack. That's what they've called it, not me. They're all 100% cotton. Now, I've seen these fabrics. They're lovely. What I'll do is I'll just flick them over. I won't unpack them because there won't be room on the desk to put them all out like I normally would with a Charm Pack. So we've got the butterflies, music and writing there. You get 2 of those. Then you've got the maps. That's lovely, isn't it? Like an old atlas, that one. Then, now there's that one. There's that one. That was in the middle of Jules's quilt. Wasn't it? I wonder if we're going to have the flower one in a minute. Yep. There it is. So you're getting 42 10-inch squares. Wine labels. They're lovely, aren't they? Other labels, they look like luggage labels, don't they? Those? No, because this is lots of squares, whereas that one was like stripes, wasn't it, that one? Rulers, wooden rulers. Make it a rule to trade at Fray's Market. There's the print. Oh, no, you see, that's the one I was thinking that first fabric was, but it's not, because the print's much smaller, isn't it, on that one? Then we've got more labels. There one's the suitcase labels. In the old days, like when Betty Davis used to travel clocks. They remind me of school, because you used to get... At school, they had a stamp, didn't they? Used to do that stamp on your piece of paper like that. And they go, right, now write 10 to 2, write 4:15, and things like that on them. That takes me back. There's more rulers, tape measures. Menus and bills from restaurants. I'm presuming that's for some reason I'm thinking that's a pool, I don't know what that is. Not a pool table, but, you know, labels from a pool hall. Music notes. I love the butterflies and the moths, that one. It's nice, isn't it? Then you've got the stripe, like the ticking. And it's fantastic, really, if you think of it. Oh, there's the newsprint in the red. There's the moths and the butterflies, but in the different colour, the neutral colour. Get 2 of those. More stamps, passport stamps. Oh. And then we've got the wine. Oh, look, that's nice in the blacks and the neutral tones, isn't it? Oh, hang on, there's another one at the bottom. Nice, 42 pieces. They're gorgeous, aren't they? 42 pieces for 40... That doesn't sound right, does it? 42 pieces for £49. So that makes them £1 and a bit each. Fabulous. I'll let Jay tidy that one up. Okay. Oh, they stopped outside. Sounded like a siren stopped outside. What shall I do next, then? The design roll. Now, I've not seen a Tim Holtz design roll before. All right, these are single figures. So design roll, 2.5 inches wide, the width of the fabric. You've seen all the fabrics in the charm pack. This is the, look, eclectic elements, sorry. Oh, that's nice. So you could make, who was it that messaged it? Oh, it was Marcia, wasn't it? Who'd made a quilt out of a design roll. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? So it's like getting a taster of each of them, isn't it? How many did you get? 40. Oh, 40! You get 40 of these as well. So they're the width of the fabric by 2.5 inches. Oh, lovely. Imagine all the different projects you could do with those. Nice. There's the floral one. Oh, we're loving that. Never seen this before. Never seen the design roll before. Oh, OK. Well, you be careful now. If you're at home thinking, I want that, we're down already. And I've only been talking about it for, 2 minutes? Down to 5 of those already. I'm sorry I haven't got a rolled up one, but you know what design rolls are like once you've opened them. That's it, isn't it? Right, now I've got 2 fat quarters now. Oh, no, they're not my glasses up there. I've got wallflower and correspondence. Let's do wallflower first, because I've not seen... I have to say I've not seen this one before at all, ever. Even though it's from the eclectic elements, I've never, ever seen... Oh, these are nice. Oh, yes. We're loving... Oh, I love the hawthorn with the little bluebirds in it. Look. Look. And then look at this one. This one looks like a really, really, really old wallpaper. Look. That pattern's going that way. Then we've got... Oh, look at that. I've never seen any of these before. How many pieces do you get in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Tiles. That's nice. Look at that one. Now, you wouldn't necessarily think that one would go with those, but it blends beautifully, doesn't it? I'll stop being self-indulgent in a minute, but I've not seen these before, and I love them. How much is it? $59.95. Fat quarter of each of these pieces, 16 of them. Oh, now is that like that all over? Oh, yes. That's like a marble effect, isn't it? Don't talk about marble when little Paul's around. He's redoing his kitchen in marble. Not real marble, like plastic Fablon marble. Marble. He's very excited about it. It's being delivered this week. Oh, look, they've got the marble in the neutral tones as well. That is like a £10 note, that one, isn't it? Oh, love this one. Look at that one. Isn't that lovely? Upside down again, John, one job. Well, the parcel's upside down. Because it's a parcel post, that one. Never seen parcel post with flowers on. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. This is the same. No, it's not. This is another tile print, that one. Are we going to fit all these into this picture? There's a butterfly print there. I've only got 2 more to put on. That one's been folded up differently, that one there. There we go. Oh, this is lovely. This is sumptuous, this one, isn't it? Oh, look at those inky blues in that one as well. That's lovely. Look at those. Oh, I love that. So you've got 16. Yeah, that's got a butterfly there. That's got like, oh, no, we're going to get all into trouble now because I'm going to say a chaffinch, but it's most probably might not be a chaffinch. They're nice. So we've got leaves. I was hoping the selvage might tell me what it was. What kind of bird is that? It's some sort of, is it a chaffinch? It's not a budgie, no. Nice, isn't it? That's gorgeous. Because look in that, right? So if you can you pull out, Michael, from that? Because you've got the blue tile from one fabric, you've got the leaves from another fabric, you've got the print from another fabric. So it's kind of mixed and matched some of the other fabrics in the range onto one piece. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That's if you think about it, it's 4 meters of fabric, 4 meters of design fabric for $59.95. That's brilliant. Oh, I do like that. That is beautiful. Okay, I need to move on. This is how yours will arrive. Not like that, like this. Beautifully packaged. You don't get the glasses with it, no. That's called wallflower, that one. Well, that's why I like it so much. Wallflower. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, and then I've got another one. How am I doing for time? Oh, I'm all right. Then I've got this one, which is called Correspondence. Now, for some reason, you get 17 in this one. Maybe he had an extra fabric he just wanted to put in. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to open them all, I promise. I've opened look at the typewriters. This is kind of saying Morocco to me, or like Casablanca or something like that, isn't it? I think that's lovely. Right, I won't open all the others, I promise. Yes, it's hot. There's one of those, you know those, what are those called? Like a ceiling fan, going round and round. And I'm not smoking in real life, I'm just doing the picture. And there's somebody in a trilby, and you type in Dick Tracy. Am I talking about Dick Tracy? Am I talking Dick Tracy-esque? Anyway, envelopes. Oh, now these, you see, these are like the BFPO envelopes, because when my dad worked away when I was little in the RAF, we used to have to write to him on those airmail envelopes like that. Oh, that's old. This is called Correspondence, isn't it? Letter receipt. That one's nice there. Ernest Hemingway is who Hannah was thinking of. Graph paper. Yeah. Tiles. Oh, this is nice. This is very Moroccan bathroom tiles, that one. Oh, look, there's a whole series. Now, it's called Correspondence, but it's got a whole section of tiles with this one. Look. Maybe he got his inspiration when he was writing, when he was lying in the bath, and he'd have a good idea. So I'll write that in my letter later. There's loads. Look, they're all different. Look, telegram. Get one of those when you're 100. But you have to ask for it now, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't happen naturally. Map of the world. Oh, I say. And then graph paper in red. And then last but not least, stars. Stars are coming out tonight. Isn't that nice? £59 and 90. You get 17 pieces in that one for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 16. There's a mistake on the graphics. I do apologise. They're both 16. They're both... Oh, no, hang on. It's not the graphics fault. Actually says on the Tim Holtz label 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, there should be one more. Hang on. 1, 2, maybe I can't count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, you get one more. You do get one more. You do get one more in there. I'm ever so sorry about that. You do get 17. You do get 17 in there. There's the image of all of them. Let's see which one we haven't got then. Yeah, spot the one that I didn't have in my pile. You'll get 17. You promise, I promise you'll get 17 in yours. That's blue graph paper. Got the tiles next to it. This could take forever, so we won't do that. You will get... Oh, Hannah's getting angry now. You will get 7... She said, John, you will get 17. She's now denying it. Anyway, so if there's anything there from the Tim Holtz that you want to have a look at again, just let me... Oh, which one? What, above the stripy one? Oh, yeah, the red graph paper above that. Oh, yes, well done, well done. That's the one you get that's not written down here, not drawn down here. Oh, I think if you look on the screen, right, look on the screen. See where the red graph paper is on the right-hand side, and there's a blue star below it. The one above it, before you get to the stripy and the thing, that one you mean? Yeah, like a technical drawing, like a blueprint. That's the one you're not getting. And you will get, it's just not there. Oh, do you put those away then? Who was on floor on Friday? Okay. So, what should I do now? What's the difference between a jersey needle and a regular needle? Right, jersey needles and ballpoint needles are deliberately made to go through a jersey fabric. So rather than being sharp and pushing their way through the fabric and like breaking any threads, they've got a ballpoint end to them. They've got a rounded end to them. So they still go through the fabric, but without actually, not damaging the fabric, but it doesn't create, it's got a ball point at the end. That's what a jersey needle is used for. Also, Anne asked why the pleats on the apron were going in the wrong direction. I don't know, Anne. I would have done them with an inverted box pleat and then sliding around like that. You can do them whichever way you want, of course, but I'm not quite sure. Right. No, right, this is the winner this week so far. I think it's because you can see that top, isn't it? Maybe if I'd worn it, it might have helped. Would have, not would have. This is the most popular, the teal jersey. $3.95 for half a metre. Lots of you got that in your basket. Oh, you're going to start checking out in about 5 minutes, Sam, because we're going home. Yeah, like I said earlier, the people who have checked out have all bought either a metre or a metre and a half or more. So please, 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 because we can't see, the people who've got it in their baskets, we can't see how much you want at this stage. We can only see that your name is in the basket. It's only once you've confirmed we can see how much you've taken. So if everybody takes like 3 metres or 2 metres, then obviously it cuts down the amount available for the rest of you. So now purple is very, very, very limited now. It's lovely though, the purple. It's very rich, very regal, very spiritual. $3.95 for half a metre. Purple Ponte Roma fabric. £3.95 for the half metre. Who was that? Oh, I thought I've been well on words with you, young man. I know I'm looking gorgeous, thank you, but that's not what I want to... That's... Yes. Right. I need words. I need words. Marl. Now, who's just the man who's just talked to me? He'd look good in this. Silver grey. Distinguished. No hair. Oh, isn't that what he said? Yeah, no hair. £3.95, mild grey Ponte Roma. It's lovely, isn't it? Because the way the fabric's just... Look at the way the fabrics, you've got the different tones in there. Really lovely and soft. So you're all right with that one at the moment? I'm surprised. I thought that one would be more popular because I tell you what would look gorgeous in that. You know the Alison Glass? This one, either with the short sleeve or the 3/4. I'd do that. I would do that dress with 3/4 length sleeves. That's not for me, obviously, but for everyday looking gorgeous. £23.95. Right, half that pattern's been checked out already, you know. Half that pattern's been checked out already. I know. Right, shall I just run through the other colours very quickly if I've only got a couple of minutes? Now, camel, we don't know where the sample... Hayley's lost the sample. This is the colour. This is a half-made top that Amanda did last time she was in. This is the camel colour. It's like a cashmere, you know, that cashmere colour. Rich coffee and cashmere and... OK, so Hannah's going to wear this to go posh shopping. You might be a bit... You might get arrested... You might get arrested, Hannah, because it's open at the sides, and it might... If it's windy, Hannah, you'll have a bit of this going on. Yeah. Anyway, that's the camel, that's the camel, that's the camel. And then I've got the navy and the black. Navy's beautiful, very expensive looking. Oh, right, OK, the cowl neck pattern... Oh, she's on there, she's on there, she's on there. So the size... 16 to 24 has sold out. 16 to 24 has sold out. And I've only got two of the other size, the 8 to 16, was it? I can't remember. 8 to 16, yeah, I was right. Navy, £3.95, half, a lovely colour, lovely rich colour. And then last but not least, the classic black. Can't go wrong. Well, except that I did a makeover on this morning, right? All those years ago, for a young mum and everything. I put in this lovely black outfit, and loads of people wrote in going, "Oh, shows you haven't got any children. You don't wear black. You've got young babies." It's like, oh, sorry. £3.90. They normally wrote in saying how lovely it was, not how, you know. Yeah, now it's really funny you should say that because somebody Instagrammed a baby down on a mat on Instagram, and I was going to add you into the story. Anyway, £3.95. Nice. Right, is it time for the menu yet? Oh, I don't know what time it is because my clock in here. How many? Oh, I better do the menu then, hadn't I? Here's tomorrow's menu. It's me, and it's Jennifer Mills tomorrow. No tricks, all treats. Who thought of that? Yeah, I'm not wearing a costume. Treats under £10 is my first house. That'll be my own. Then at 9 o'clock, it's the classic plaid dress. A plaid dress. If you've seen the advert, you'll see why I'm saying it like that. 10 o'clock, oh, I've got bargain bundles at 10 o'clock. My middle name. And then at 11 o'clock, Jennifer's making beautiful bags. That'd be nice. I wonder what they are. I wonder what the shape. Have you seen tomorrow's bags yet, Jay? Oh, what's the matter? You've got a funny face on you. Oh, Jay's just watching. No, he looks wet. That's Jay, moving into his new house, all excited. Oh, that's your Halloween costume, is it? You're early, it's a day early, Jay. What are you going to do tomorrow? Anyway, if you need anything, to know anything, give the call, don't show him. Give the call centre a ring. You'll frighten all the horses and the dogs in the vicinity. 0800 112 44 33 is the phone number. Give the call centre a ring or go to soundquarter.com on the website. Thank you for all your lovely messages. Thank you for your lovely pictures. I'm sure there was one I didn't answer. But anyway, I'm here tomorrow, so you can send the message in tomorrow. You can send it tomorrow. Because at Christmas, we're going to be showing lots of pictures at Christmas. And I'm going to get all the crew to do a little Christmas message to you all. So they'll all be having to film that. I'll get to Bex in a minute. Anyway, thanks ever so much for your company. I'm off. I'm starving, hungry. Is Liz here? I'm supposed to go for lunch. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Don't be late.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts. Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.